RollingDeez20's presents Philly. Mikey Mike as Banu Hakeem. RollingDeez20's presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Ser. Fair as Samdi Katora Baptiste. Ivy as Bruja Serenity Sanchez. Juice as Tremere Adelio. Mikey Mike as Banu Hakeem Mingo. Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce. And our weaver of disquietude and terror, Prince.
When we last left our kindred of Philly, we had a bit of a crisis. Our time-traveling, multiple-person Ravnos was yoinked into a small cave and given a book to write and translate, while Katura and Ari were left in a bodega alone, wondering what the fuck just happened. And that is a very common theme on this show. And we're gonna find out what happens next, right here, tonight, live on RollingDeez20's Philly by Night. Let's go. And we are live. And I made sure your mics are not muted, so people will be able to hear you this time. I fixed it. Didn't run into the same problem we ran into last week. So hello everyone, welcome on in. This is Philly by Night, a RollingDeez20's John. I am the storyteller Prince, pronouns he, him, and I am here to bring the ruckus tonight. So let me tell you, there is ruckus to be brought. I'm excited. I'm very excited for what happens now because we done got into some shit. So let's get started with a few things here. First off, let's give a thank you to Roll20. We're part of their ambassador program. They are our virtual tabletop. You'll see all our dice rolls over on the chat here. I even have some of my NPCs available, provided they end up fighting those NPCs today. Otherwise, I'll be rolling off screen. But we got that available. We got all the vampire stuff in here. I've been importing more vampire stuff that's not available yet. But soon, I imagine that Roll20 will have some more stuff. So do go check them out at roll20.net. Let's see what's next. As a content warning, this episode may contain violence, gore, mind control, gaslighting, sexual situations, language, body horror, flesh crafting, dark and closed spaces. That's another one of those things I should definitely put out there. There is some potentially claustrophobic sort of things that you might see here. Manipulation of blood is also a thing. I think that's the big stuff for tonight. That said, all of the players here have discussed our lines and veils and have agreed on our consent checklist. We also use red, yellow, and green cards. Or something similar to the like here on the screen. I know several of the players have Uno cards and pens and pencils and stuff that are in the various colors. That all works for us. If you see stuff like that, that's what we're using at our table. That's it. If something here makes you feel uncomfortable or makes you want to step away for a little bit, do feel free to check us out at your leisure over on our YouTube. We usually have these episodes up within about 24 hours of them being on the stream. I don't think, oh, let me see. What else? We're gonna have a giveaway tonight. So stick around and chat. I know there's going to be some stuff from some Hot Duck Dice that's gonna go out tonight. So do keep an eye out. I know Emmy Wash is working along with that. It's for Disability Awareness Month. This is Disability Awareness Month, so keep that in mind and stick around. We're going to have that happening, and it's going to be some shenanigans, so be ready. That's it. Let's let the players introduce themselves. Let's go around the table and start with Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I will be playing Dr. Retzaser, Ari. You're slightly panicking La Sombra at the moment. Both of us use she, her pronouns.
Excellent. Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I'll be playing Couture Baptiste, your increasingly enraged Hikata. Our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Lonzo.
How are we doing, everyone? I am Lonzo Gonzo. I am playing the kidnapped Oscar Leon Ponce, the Ravnos kindred, who is currently deciphering what the fuck this book means. Both our pronouns are he, him.
Magnificent. Juice.
I am Juice, no pronouns, just Juice, and I will be playing Aurelio Valentin, who uses he, him, and she, her pronouns.
Magnificent. And last but certainly not least, Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I will be playing Serenity Sanchez, going to be increasingly confused and enraged Bruja, because I leave you people alone for 5 minutes and everything falls apart. Serenity, is she, her? I'm eating dinner. Let's just go do this.
Let's get it. Liz, you ready with that recap though?
Yep. So,
Let's go.
where we last left off, nonsense. Start of the episode, we were down a couple players. So it was just Katera, Ari, and Oscar. And they decided, you know what, we haven't been in South Philly. Katera promised Serenity that we wouldn't go Tremere hunting without her. So we head down to South Philly. As we are driving, Oscar picks up on a shape that seems to be tracking the car, leaping from building to building to building. All right, fine. Not wanting another masquerade breach and figuring that it's, better to have a small parking lot fall down than blow up a city block, we pull into a parking garage, go up, an empty level, and wait. Eventually getting frustrated and going, what the fuck do you want? Into the shadows. Out of the shadows appears a werewolf. Calls us a bunch of names, as werewolves are wont to do to kindred, and is promptly confused as hell when we are neither scared nor angry. We are just annoyed and want to know what the hell this guy wants. We tell him, look, we had nothing to do with whatever you're angry about. We were going to go. We were trying to take care of our own. Apparently, this guy, Clayton, is unhappy with the current leadership and is styling himself as the new pack lead, whatever. In the end, it boils down to, we give him the rundown of this Tremere we're supposed to be hunting. He is mostly confused, and we're like, look, we've got no interest in going to Jersey. We're just going to go kill this guy and hopefully not get our limbs removed by your people. That's all we want. We just want to kill this guy. If you want to kill him first, that's fine too. Katura gives him the information, and we go about our business. We make it down to the bodega in South Philly, start going through notes. I don't think anything I don't remember our conversation, but we went upstairs. We talked about a handful of things. And we noticed that the music that Luis was playing, Honey's brother, had gotten quiet. And so we go downstairs, and lo and behold, there is Malcolm talking to our store clerk, who is working on his homework because he is in college. We go back and forth. He dominates Luis, gets him out of there. We argue with Malcolm for... Oh, that's right. Shade gave us an update on some of the anarchs. Donal is alive. Debatably happy about it because he got fucked up, but alive. And basically the meeting, I remember what she said was, do we go to ground? Was the anarchs like, do we stay here? Do we leave and regroup? What's the next move? Then we go downstairs. Malcolm is like, I asked you guys to do something. Like, we argue with him. He admits he only asked us to stay the hell out of his way, which we've been trying to do. We haven't been trying to make too many problems on purpose. And then he dances around asking us to be prophets, disciples, something of Cain. And of course, we're all like, nah, that's fine. No thanks. We tell him, Ari tells him the rundown. Look, we've met Cain. This ain't going to end well for anybody. Trust us. He doesn't believe us. Ari cuts her wrist, gives him a couple drops of blood. It's like, look, I'm not lying. He's like, you're not right, but that's not proof. So then Oscar does it after talking shit to this very old vampire who keeps claiming that he is working for God. Gives him a couple drops of blood. Malcolm goes, you're an abomination, which is a huge insult for somebody who's religious. Goes to leave, splits his shadow off, snatches Oscar, and poofs him someplace. Katura and Ari go, what the fuck was that? Ari has some small idea, like, I know what that power is. I have no way to track it. Katura is ready to rip people's throats out. Ari isn't far behind. Oscar is now in a cave with some rat bones and a book that may tentatively be the upcoming Gospel of Cain. And that's where we left off.
I leave you guys alone for a night. Holy shit.
Stuff happened, as you can see. It was a bit chaotic and things happened, but we're going to get to what happened with Aurelio and Serenity in just a moment. Let us set the scene again for Oscar. What's happening here? What exactly, where exactly did Oscar get taken? Oscar is in a small cave, maybe like a circular almost, slightly domed. Oscar can stand up full and tall in here. Yes, also, we did leave one thing out. The portal did flicker back to life under Oscar's house, but we'll get back to that at some point. But Oscar's in a small round cave. It's maybe, a 15-foot hole radius. It is not very big. There's not a whole lot of space. There's a lantern, a tome. And I say a tome because it is a very large, old-looking book. It has a bunch of writing in languages that Oscar is somehow able to understand. Not sure what language it is, but is able to understand it. And there's another book that it seems like is newer that this is being transcribed into. There's ink, quill, and this is very old school. And the book that's there has like footnotes and stuff like that from the person who's previously writing it. But basically it looks to be a translation of this other book. And this book seems to be Cain's, gospel, essentially. Liz had the right of it. This is supposed to be the new word that the kindred will have to go by. It's not been a whole lot of time to read the rules and things of that nature yet. We'll get to that. But at the moment, there's not much else left for Oscar to do in here. There's his book. There's some old rat bones. It looks like there's no exit to this place. And there's a small sort of cot. And that's the best way I can say it. It is literally just some old clothing and blankets and sheets and stuff tossed onto the floor haphazardly for you to sleep on. Not that you have to worry about sunlight. Oscar, you have no idea where you are. If you look for devices that you may have had, phone, you do have the phone, which is the only thing technologically that you have. Everything else is gone. Wallet, watches, anything like that you might have had on you, gone. But you have your phone. It seems like if you had any tech stuff, so do correct me if you have more stuff, that didn't get touched.
No, I think Oscar would have just had his phone. I want to pop electroception and see if I can see any sort of electrical current, electrical weight, electricity in my vicinity.
Nothing. Nothing even close. Reaching out. As a matter of fact, roll me. Your electroception and your resolve. The number of dots you have in electroception and your resolve.
Okay. Oh.
So 4 successes. Wait, no. Yeah, that's 4 successes. Yep.
Yeah.
So 4 successes. You're able to reach out probably further and longer than you've ever had using this power. Normally, this is just like second nature, but you're trying harder because you're not getting anything. And you reach out to what you think is maybe a mile, then 2 miles, then 5 miles. And at around 5 miles, you start to get like a faint sense of something. Can't quite nail what it is. Maybe it is an electric vehicle passing. Maybe it's, someone who has a generator. Who knows? But it is not much here around you. You're a distance from anything.
So no like living creatures, no like, animals or any of that, no people.
Not that you're getting. The most electrical signals you're getting is maybe worms, maybe a random groundhog a distance away, but
okay, so that tells me
you're not in a desert, but you could put that together by the fact you're in a cave.
Not near a body of water. So
I'll also say this cave looks crafted. Someone made this for this particular purpose. And you clearly aren't the first person who's been here.
No. The book they want me to write in, can I flip through that to see if there's been any other passages? Or if I'm the first author in this book?
As you flip back through the pages, you see that the first language that it was translated into, this book is going to have what seems to be several languages, but it seems to be there was Arabic, Hebrew, Latin, Italian, and German in the book that was already written. There was someone who started English, and it just says the Book of Cain.
And I can't remember if you said the cave, is it like I'm in a hole in a cave, or there's like a way for me to go outside, but it's barred off?
There is no outside. There's like it's like, imagine an igloo.
Gotcha.
But underground.
Gotcha. All right.
And there's no exit.
I Oscar's going to try and look at the tome and see what he can make sense of it. Knowing that like he gets like a vague idea, but not sure how, but just kind of like read it first before doing anything else. That way he knows what this actually is, if it's like the Book of Cain, or if it's collections or stories or what have you.
Roll me intelligence and academics.
I could definitely roll you intelligence. Academics, I can't do shit about that.
Three successes. So you flick back through pages, you look at the Latin, because that's the closest to any language that you might know out of these, perhaps. And you're able to pick up a few things. The first part of this book is essentially rules. These are rules and guidelines of what the new world is going to be under Cain. There is no God, is one of the first things you see. There's only Cain. There's also, we shall feast upon the humans, but in moderation. We must not give in to the beast, lest we become what we despise. There's a few other things along those lines about how to live, how to pray, how to embrace a new kindred. And then there's something weird about new lines and respect. You can't put it all together.
Oscar thinks to himself, why do they want me to transcribe this? Like this,
I would say
anyone else do this.
It's not about you. Because if you look through the pages here, there are several different handwritings in the same languages. So like, the start of this, the Book of Cain part is going to be in a different handwriting than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other stuff was in different handwritings than the person that potentially came before.
Oscar's just going to put the book down, go to the cot, and just sit there. Just sit there, eventually lay down and be like, all right. Seems like the only thing they want me to do is to write what's in here to there. I could kind of guess who it is, but let's see what happens if I don't play along with their game. Clearly, they need me for something. But how much they need me for and how long? Let's see.
Excellent. Katura and Ari, you saw what happened. Oscar is just swooped. You tried to stop whatever happened with Malcolm, the whole shadow splitting from the body and then body coming to Oscar and then Oscar being just absorbed into a pool of shadow. Ari, you know how this works, which means you know that Oscar could be basically anywhere. Like, you know how far you could potentially travel, but, give yourself 200 years, you might be able to travel way further. Give yourself 500 years, you might be able to travel across the world. Give yourself 1,000 years, and you might be able to go to the moon if you wanted to.
Okay. We need to call back Sarah and, well, I need to call back Sarah. I would recommend bringing Marie back. I would imagine between the two of them, we have our best chance of maybe getting a ping off of Oscar's phone. Maybe. But that is going to take time and work. And I can't help with that. We should also probably get a hold of Serenity because, yeah, she's not going to be happy.
I'm not fucking happy.
I'm not happy either.
Going to murder this man. I am tired of people interfering when we're not doing anything. And then you say that it's just a test. I just want to recruit you for Kane. Take a fucking hint the first time. We weren't interested then. Why would we be interested now?
I'm
tired of men not knowing what no means.
It's a big city. You could have gone to anyone and probably gotten a yes, but no. I'm fucking come around here.
You know, when I was a younger vampire, I would go around and beat the shit out of men like this. And I think I'll start doing it again.
Yeah, no, I don't even know. I am moments away from just being like, well, I have terrible, terrible powers, and this doesn't need to be a city anymore.
I'll be honest with you, at this point, I'm this close to asking you to just teach me how to do it. So I could turn everybody who gets on my nerves into a pair of fucking boots.
Yeah, no, I understand completely.
Let me call Serenity. And then Sarah. Serenity first.
We're going to pop over to Serenity, actually. So, Serenity, you got a call. You, the Anarchs, were like, hey, we got some people who are down and out, and they probably need a little bit of a pep talk right now. We don't know anybody better to do this than you. And honestly, we don't have anybody else to lead us. Denal, I think he lost some clout. Well, he's alive, but
he still got.
Yeah.
Don't mince it. He went in there knowing what he was getting into, fucked around, found out.
Well, I mean, he fought like a fucking monster. Like,
yeah, that's
he just got snuck. He got snuck. I mean, it could happen to the best of us.
I warned his ass. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, yes, I'm coming. Hold on.
And so you get there. Honestly, the people gather at your bar, and essentially the only reason they gather at your bar is because they knew you'd be closed. The whole thing with Amber, probably knowing you, less heat. You notice that there's only one car here, and 2 cars, not that abnormal. You know, people get drunk, leave their car, might stay there for a few days, not that wild. But you know there are more people here. There's no music playing or anything like that, but there is a light on. Door says has a close sign on. It has the frosted over windows because it is a bar. You know, have people looking in there, most cases. But you know there's people here. And as you approach Serenity, you smell blood. Lots of it, honestly. It is the smell of both open blood packs and the smell of kindred who have gotten some blood spilled.
Great.
And I suspect you walk in.
Uh-huh.
And when you walk in, it looks like triage after a war.
Uh-huh.
There's no The high top chairs, they're all moved. And here literally someone has taken like hospital beds and
Oh.
laid them out, small cots, places for Kindred to be. People are messed up. Now, obviously, Kindred don't bleed like normal humans and stuff like that. They do bleed, don't get me wrong, but they're not just gushing blood everywhere or something like that. But there are a lot of missing limbs.
Yeah.
And they're straight
Expected.
cuts in a lot of cases. Someone went at these people with a sword. There are a few people who are bent the wrong way. It's the best way you can put it. There's a couple of Kindred who are just like, fuck it. I don't want to go through this pain. Put me out of my misery. Stake me. Obviously, New Blood's saying stuff like that because staking you is not going to stop this.
Which I will probably tell them.
But there's probably maybe a dozen in here who have pretty significant injuries. It's going to take a lot more than some blood bags to fix them back up. And you know instantly, based on how much blood bags, empty ones laying around in here, you don't have any left. And there is the one guy that you need his nuts up into his chest. He's there and he's like, I didn't get injured like them. I listened to you.
Good. One of you fucking learned. Is everybody?
Everybody that we could bring back. I'm sure
Denal among
the
them?
cam got a few. We just
That doesn't surprise me.
we took a lot of them out, but from everything that I've heard, they were ready.
New?
Way more ready
Yeah.
than we expected.
Yeah, you were fucking told that. Where is it all here?
No, Denal is
Good, he knew better.
probably licking his wounds. Imagine.
He's lucky he didn't show up in this bar. I would have torpered his ass for a century.
And as you yell that, this dude steps back a little bit. And mind you, he's a big guy. He's like 6'8", probably pushing 300 pounds. But as you yell, he
Okay.
I had them come here. I
You
hope you don't mind. I just
No, we need to get them out here anyway. Okay. Is there
how
anybody
hungry?
that's left?
You're not. Yeah, I would just say you're not hungry. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm not one. Like
You're able to keep your shit together. But there are a
And
few of
you-
these
I-
people who look borderline torpor or frenzy, like in between those two spaces. And there's another young looking Kindred. You suspect that maybe when she was alive, she was like a nurse or maybe like an EMT or something, that's trying to do what she can, but like she sees one of these Kindred go to jump up and you just see her just smash a stake down, just like instantly.
Good.
She's prepared. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to get everyone together, and I know we can't keep everybody at your bar, but you know somewhere we can take them.
the fuck out of Philly would be the best bet.
And as he says this, you notice that like everybody kind of looks at you.
Everyone here needs their asses out of Philly.
Yeah, I mean,
So we are going
but
to
you know
coordinate.
somewhere out of Philly, like
I think I can figure something out. Chicago, I think I'm sure there's some anarch who's willing to take them out in the Midwest.
I don't think we
Bring it home.
can make these ones travel that long.
Okay.
I mean, you got like a Google courier service and an ice box that we could put everybody in.
I'm sure that I can procure.
If you can get that, we can get them out of here.
Great. I
We just
call
need
Gab.
somewhere close to like a big old truck where we know it won't be any light. Something Kendra safe. You know what I mean? Because these licks ain't gonna make it if we try to take them out in trucks and cars and blankets.
I get a hold of Gabs.
Yo, what's up?
And I do have a 3 in corrupt influence crime. Would I be able to use any of that to help me get people out in ice boxes?
Roll me that. Roll me those 3. And charisma or manipulation.
Charisma. That's just. I'm telling you right now. Hold on. So 3.
Your choice.
4, 5.
I'm giving you the call.
Well, my manipulation's worse, which is why I said that. Where is it? I know I have it in here somewhere. It's under background, probably. I know I have it. Yeah, street influence is what it was. Oh, I don't. Yeah, that'll work. I have 2, so it'll be a 4, but we're gonna hope.
Do you have any points into larceny, by the way?
I do not.
I didn't think you did.
Why'd you ask?
I'm just making sure in case you put something there and I haven't looked at your sheet and looked at it. So
I'm just gonna. Okay, so how do I roll this?
Probably just do charisma and then add your 3 dice. It's probably the
Okay.
easiest
yes,
way to
do
do it.
charisma and add 3 dice.
It's asking me for a second attribution. I'm just gonna put none.
Hit none. There's one option should be for none.
Okay. Please. And I will probably willpower it if it sucks. I might
That's-
willpower that one.
Up to you. Don't have to.
I don't.
Up to you if you want to. You don't have to.
No, yeah.
There's-
I will. Just because I need this to work. Submit. Did it not do it? It did.
There it is.
So that's
So it makes that 4 successes. This is good. Now, my question to you before we resolve this is, do you work the crime context directly or through intermediaries within like the anarchs?
probably into intermediaries.
That's what I figured. It doesn't seem like Serenity is the type to be hands-on doing crimes.
Not unless she's pissed, and then you get a scary brouhaha.
All good. So you do this. You make a few calls. The calls make calls. They're like, we can get you an 18-wheeler. And I got a couple of guys who don't ask questions.
Great.
You know someone in Chicago is going to take them in? Because I hear that Prince might not just take some random anarchs.
I know of the anarchs down there, and I will probably owe them a favor if I manage to get a hold of them ahead of time. But and I would probably be like, Anita and Genghis will probably take them. Granted, because and again, knowing that she doesn't actually know them here, she's just like, she would probably be like, if you can get a hold of Anita and Genghis and get them in contact with me so that I can owe them whatever the fuck I owe them to get them out, I'll do that.
You got it. It's going to cost you a little bit and some time, but you got it.
Not surprised.
So this is going to take a little bit of time, but in the meantime, you get a message
Uh-huh.
from Katura.
Oh,
No, I call. This isn't.
You
this
call.
is
Oh,
important.
please do
It's
your
important.
thing.
I call. I don't text
Fair
when
enough.
it's important.
yeah, mama?
Oh yeah, let me get my phone too. Yeah, sweetie, we have a problem. Can you come down to the bodega?
Yeah, I'm just finishing cleaning up this mess. And somebody better pay for my damn blood bags.
Who are you talking to?
The idiots who are in my bar.
Oh no, they absolutely need to get out of your bar. They did it to themselves, and they should go lick their wounds elsewhere. Or
No, I've
perish.
already got it handled. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Is Denal there? Because I'd love to talk to him.
Oh, so would I. He's not. He knew better. I think he knew better. For once.
I think you hear in her voice, it's like, I would love to talk to him, but it's more like, I'm going to eat him.
No, she's right there with you. She's right there with you.
Something's happened to Oscar. I need you to come down here.
I am on
Ask her if anybody looks like they're about to die.
Oh, right.
Ari, I love you, but please stand like another 5 feet away from the phone.
Ari wants to know if there's somebody there who's gonna die.
How many is that? How many of them are about to die?
Like, does it look like anybody's about to ash in the next 20 minutes?
In the next 20 minutes? Nah.
Nah,
I'd say, but about a half dozen of them, you're not sure if they're going to make it.
yeah, there's a half dozen that I'm not entirely sure what the fuck to do with them, but because I don't know if they're gonna make it all the way to where I need them to go.
There's like six of them who are probably not gonna make it, but they're not dying today. What do you want them for?
I was just curious.
Oh my god. We don't have time for this, Ari. We don't have time for this specifically, okay?
No, we are not. I'm not giving any of them as experimentations. Sorry, Ari, but no.
You just saw me Frankenstein my husband back together, but no, I'll just go over here and I just go like an extra 5 feet away.
I don't know if any of them have anything you want.
You don't want any of that. Trust me. None of them listen, so why would you want something from them?
Ari pauses for a minute, thinks of the unending loyalty that comes with flesh crafting, and says nothing.
God. I just want a bunch of people to wander around my house.
I just want an army. It's fine.
I just want an army of flesh crafted people.
Okay, I could procure you 3 if you're doing just healer shit.
It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, I don't think I have.
I just need them out of the city. Period.
Yeah, that's. Sweetie, I love you. I don't care about them. So, if you could come down,
I'm on my way. I love you. I'll be there
because it's bad. Okay, thank you. Bye.
And so that happens, and y'all get rolling. We pop over to Aurelia. Aurelia, you've been waiting for this meeting for a bit. So it's like, and she's back in town.
I mean, she reached out to me to meet her at the rooftop. So I assume that I had some time recently to do so.
Yeah. And she did make it clear that, you don't, when you show up, it's not a rush. But she's available whenever you're ready now.
Okay.
And
so
okay.
Just for my clarification, is this like post conversation, or are we like flashbacking, or what's happening?
This would be happening roughly before some of the other things that happened here, but ending roughly when Oscar gets yoinked.
Okay. So yeah, I will head over to the rooftop to meet her. But first, I would like to check my library, make sure that things are good. Check to see if Daphne was able to secure any of the books that, or let me know if there were any rare finds that I might consider useful, that might have, like rituals or the like, or information on the occult or super rare things leading into my corrupting influence.
I would say that yes, there, out of the things that she's come across, there was one she didn't understand, but without like having a whole lot of time to research it, you don't know for sure, but you're fairly certain there is a ritual in this book, and that she should probably not have been able to find that, but she did.
Good. I won't take it with me. I will secure that in my library, but I will go to like my crystal that I meditate on every morning, I guess. And since I'm going to go see Sophia, I will put that on and wear that.
Ooh, okay. All right. So this place, swanky. It is new. And when I say new, I mean it's probably built within the last 2-3 years. Has updates, things of that nature, expanded, but it is very much a downtown rooftop bar situation. It is meant for the upper echelon of people who can spend money.
Of course.
And when you get in, the first thing you notice before you get in the elevator is that someone is waiting for you. They literally walk up to you and go, "Are you Aurelia?"
I keep walking and expect them to keep up pace and say yes.
And this little blonde woman who's maybe like 5 foot tall in like a cocktail dress, all black, is like, "Excuse me, are you Aurelia?"
I will just turn my head and lower my shades. Like, if you need to ask, then you need to be replaced.
I was told to ask. Am I going to get fired now?
That's not up to me. Are you leading me to?
Yes, I'm your escort. Is there anything that I can get you?
A little bit of space and
she steps back like 5 feet.
Lovely. Otherwise, no, I think I'm good. Just some
short drinks, boys, girls, any of the like, candy, ice cream, clothing, shoes, Beyonce.
Not tonight. This is a family business.
Excellent. Well, Sophia had told me that no matter who's there, she's ready for you immediately.
What was your name, darling? And of course, I have my awe up at all times.
Sophia? Miss?
Your name?
Oh,
Sophia
my name.
Also?
No.
That's cute.
My name's Andrea.
Oh, well, you're doing great, Andrea. Just 1 second. I'm gonna break this 5 foot bubble and just kind of approach and adjust the shoulders and
her
place a
face
hand,
flushes.
lift the chin a little bit.
Is this better?
There you go. It'll do.
Okay. And she like struts over to the elevator and presses the button, like almost never leaving her eye contact at least a little bit on you. Obviously with your awe, this is not unexpected to you, but she seems a little nervous. Even beyond that, you don't need to make a roll to that, but the threat on her job seemed to really shake her a little bit, because she really questioned whether she did something wrong.
Inside, I'm dying, but I don't let that be shown. And seeing that she's keeping her eyes on me at any time, like there's moments where like I want to take that like deep breath and kind of like like release this like facade, but being watched, I'm keeping pace.
And you can as soon as the elevator closes, because she just swipes the card, elevator opens.
So she doesn't get in. Okay, yeah.
She does not get in. As soon
as the doors close, I like release all that tension and kind of shake it off for a little bit, and just fiddle with my crystal a bit as the elevator ascends. Take a deep breath, and as soon as those doors open once again, I'm back in my poise.
And honestly, once the elevator's open, you see quickly that you're in your element. This is the kind of place that you know how to work. There's apparently a bit of a art thing happening here. There's several like paintings, a sculpture. It looks to be like several people are working on like an ice sculpture thing. You're not sure what it is right now, but it looks like it might be genitalia. Whatever. But sort of overlooking this all on a kind of slightly raised area, clearly VIP, is a woman who is sitting with several people who are absolutely fawning over her. And you know that your awe is strong. Her awe is pretty strong too.
Yeah, for sure. I will easily just saunter my way over there. And I imagine that the crowd, the sea of people kind of like parts to make way as I just make my like travel through the crowd here, taking note of everything, all the decor, kind of hearkening back to, you know, how I feel here, and what it's like at church and the labyrinth, and thinking, you know, I've been trained to be in this space. I know how to behave in this space, and this has Sophia written all over it, and so I know how to handle this. I kind of glaze around to spot any of the mean girls nearby, and if
they're absolutely here. And as soon as you see them, they look at you and they're just like, because there's the other look from seeing you go straight over to Sophia, and Sophia instantly dismisses everyone. They just go. And she pushes her dark hair out of her face. And she's like, security moves certainly out of the way, makes a space for you.
Yes. After blowing a little kiss over to the mean girls, I go in for the double kiss on each cheek and take my spot at her side.
It is so good to see you again. How have you been?
How was your time away?
Oh, it was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I needed, time to breathe.
Of course. There's been a lot going on.
Oh, absolutely. There's been so much going on, and everything's so unstable right now. And I just figured, I could be part of stability. And obviously with you by my side, which you've been missed. I missed having you by my side. What's been
I would
happening
have
with you?
loved
I
to
heard
have
you
been
have a
by your side.
coterie and you've just been living your best life.
I'm trying. You know that I wasn't really a big part of this whole coterie thing. They kind of just fell into my lap, and they're, I don't know, they're
What
cute.
else has fallen into your lap?
Oh, not much lately. There was a little point where I was, having a little fun with a little Bruja boy. Not really sure what's up with him lately. That may be part of what's been going on around here. Um, but I'm glad to see that you're okay, that you're doing well, and so is everyone else, and all of
Oh, you know
the
me. I
others.
avoid drama.
Yes.
Hmm.
So what were you up to out in, where was it? Were you in Jersey or out in Chicago? Or did you take a little trip overseas briefly? Where were
Oh,
you this
I
time?
absolutely could not stay in the States any longer. It was just so much negative energy.
Oh, I know. I know you like to, take a little destination vacation. Much like, when we first met.
Yeah, I
That's kind
took
of
a
been your
little trip
thing.
to Spain and then
Of
Italy.
course.
I went to Amsterdam for a little while. Oh, I missed Amsterdam. It's been so long.
How was Barcelona, Pamplona? Oh, I would love to go back.
Indeed. It was great. Honestly, I got to see some old friends, but
Oh,
obviously things here needed me, and I felt like I needed you.
I will kind of balk a bit at the mention of seeing old friends, and at the pivot away from that topic. I'll
That
clock
was
that and not.
intentional, you knew.
Yeah, and I won't push it. Um, I assume that she'll be able to read that on my face, but I will kind of follow her lead in the conversation and continue. Yes. So tell me a little bit. What's going on here? I've been hearing a lot of tumultuous energy around what's going on with the anarchs and with you all in the cam. And I mean, I like to keep my distance. I do my thing on the underground. I know you hate it, but I
It is
also
what it
am not
is.
one for the drama. But getting to know these new people, it's been kind of stirred a renewed interest in kind of figuring out what else there is with the sazon of life. So I'm a little
Hmm.
curious. What do you have going on, and what might I be able to do to help?
Do you really intend to help? Or is this.
Well, I can't answer that until I know what's going on.
Elizabeth is dead.
Out of character, do I know who Elizabeth is?
Elizabeth Boyer is the Toreador Primogen.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, what?
Yes, she met an unfortunate accident and the fight with the anarchs. And you do not have to make an insight check to know that this is a lie. You don't know how it's a lie, what exactly happened, but you know the unfortunate fight with the anarchs is not the type of thing that Toreador really get into.
That's why I was like, yeah. Wait, sorry, out of character. I feel like has that come up before? I feel like that sounds familiar.
I don't think so. I don't think that we mentioned what happened to the Toreador Primogen.
Okay. So I will just respond like, oh my, that's unexpected.
Indeed. And Obviously, there's going to be a time when a new primogen needs to be into place.
Oh, certainly. I mean, there are so many other qualified people that could step into that role.
Yes, so many.
So many. But, only a select few could spread the seeds of what the community really needs.
Precisely. Someone who is plugged in, has connections, perhaps even someone who knows the right people who could potentially broker peace within the area.
Yeah, it would be nice if we knew somebody like that, wouldn't it?
Certainly would be.
Now, my question, though, is...
Actually, I have a question for you.
Of course, Sophia.
I notice you're wearing the crystal.
Of course. We haven't
I was
seen each
taking
other
care
in
of
a
the
while.
library going for you.
It has... I haven't been as on top of it as I would like to be lately. I've been a little distracted with everything that's been going on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's necessarily where I want to devote my attention anymore.
Is this true? This is storyteller asking more than character. Because if not, you're going to have to make a roll.
Excuse me. It's a half truth. Out of character, after essentially being exposed and outed, having to do like research in secret is no longer a priority, since there may be other ways to like find the answers that she's been looking for, now that she doesn't have to hide it among the people that she's spending more time with.
I'll let it ride. Because I think she'll detect it as a half truth, but she's not going to press on it in that particular case.
Okay.
Although, I mean,
she wouldn't.
Go ahead.
She doesn't. I don't think she knows. Does she? I don't think she does.
That Sophia? I thought she did. Up to you.
I'll review my notes. I don't believe she does.
Fair enough. She goes, look, let's not beat around the bush. This is an excellent time for a power play. You're not like me, but you are like me, if you understand my meaning.
I've learned from the best.
Exactly. So now is the time to make the move. That Fantasia-looking motherfucker is going to be on the outs as well.
Yeah, I've heard. I've kind of had my eye on that one.
What if you could replace
him? I'll look around to see if anyone's paying attention to us, particularly the mean girls.
They're looking jealously.
I'll also use sense the unseen.
Go ahead and make me a roll. We're going to get back to the rest of you here shortly. Don't worry.
You know what? Sophia may claim to not like drama, but I love it. So I'm just.
Oh, I thought that was a bullshit lie right there.
That's why I said she claims.
I think it's 3 aspects. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. That's a good roll. There's no one hiding. And you get the feeling that Sophia has made a concerted effort to make sure that there is no one hiding here, because you notice there are other eyes looking around just to make sure.
Okay.
There are people here with that seem to have this whole intent. But there is a few things that you do notice. One, that eye sculpture, not genitalia. It is definitely a dying rose that they're trying to make. For whatever that
Wilting flower, yeah.
means.
Mm-hmm.
It is very Toreador, though. 2, there are definitely a few people that you've seen before. The last time you were in the, Elysium, there are some faces outside of the mean girls. One in particular that stands out to you, but is not necessarily surprising, is Alexa. Alexa is here.
Okay. I'm assuming everybody here has seen me enter and is watching me have this conversation. Okay, cool. Within earshot or no?
No, but if Alexa really wanted to listen, she probably could. But it does. Sophia seems to notice and dismiss Alexa. Maybe she knows something, but it's definitely everyone here had to pass Sophia's smell test. Take that as you will.
Okay. That's an interesting thought. I'm sure there are others that may have similar interests. You have your ear to the ground quite a bit. Anyone else kind of caught your ear?
She puts her hand on your hand and she goes, listen, I need you. I will not be able to accomplish all of the things that I can accomplish without you. You know this. That is why we were together for so long. There's more that I can teach you, but I need you by my side.
There's so much that I have yet to learn, so much that I'm hungry to learn. Are you sure this is something that you would want? I only ask because, let's say the cards fall where they may, and we both end up working together as equals. What would that be like for you?
There's a moment where you see the smile almost drop a little bit, and she goes, I love you so much.
Me too, sweetie.
But we'll never be equal.
We won't. This was a lovely chat. So good to catch up.
Think about it.
I do. I will. I probably won't spend as much energy thinking about it as you do. Goes to show we're not equals, I guess. I would love to connect again. I do think that there is a lot to be gleaned from whatever is going on, but also I just worry for your sake and for everyone's sake here. 2 things. One, I wouldn't advise art in the form of a wilting rose. We don't wilt. And secondly, this obsession with the anarchs. I mean, is it really worth all the energy and time that's going into it? Like, what really is standing in the way? Like, what really is, what are we getting out of it if we were to try and continue this ongoing beef that just gets so tired?
You think that I would continue this?
What are you trying to? Yes, I do. I did. Now I'm questioning that.
And she
Yeah, I do.
chuckles.
I do. I do think you
And
would.
she does a little hug and does the kiss, kiss.
Mhm.
You have a wonderful night, darling. We'll be in touch.
Mm. Blow another kiss over to the mean girls, and would love to walk over on my way out towards Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, fancy seeing you here.
Business is business.
Oh, and what is your business here?
I'm afraid that's confidential. I'm sorry. I really would like to talk to you about it. Not here, not now.
Then what are you? I literally just stay there and with a half pursed smile or smirk, kind of lingering eye contact. And say, well, just be careful. It's never wise to mix business with pleasure.
Says, I suspect you'd know that better than anyone here.
The best.
And as you got a little closer to her, she just mouth, please go. It's dangerous.
I'm already walking away.
And as you walk away, you notice that she's waved up to Sophia.
Yep. I was waiting for that.
And you get a call. Are y'all calling in this case?
Yeah, I don't. Would Aurelio have told us where she was going?
I don't know if told where we're going, but you did have a know that Aurelio has a phone now. Everyone does.
Yeah. Well, I guess my purpose for asking that is like, if I knew that she was meeting like her mentor or sire,
I'll let Juice make the call on that.
But if I
don't know.
Oh, gosh, I don't remember where we were like a year ago when we last played, where I was last on here.
Okay.
So I would say sure, for like story purposes, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. If you did tell?
Yeah.
Then I would have I think I would have sent a message because I know that this is an important person to you. And I wouldn't want to interrupt, especially because you are still just getting to know us, so it's like, hey, when you get a chance,
we've already been through hell.
Yeah, something's happening to Oscar. If you could come down to the bodega, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Kiss, kiss. Like 2 kiss emojis.
I'll just look down and roll my eyes at this text. I'm like, who took Katura's phone and is texting me like this? And be like, all right, this must be serious. Yeah. I thought you were calling me out for being shady, which is true.
I mean, also that it could be both.
Yeah,
honey.
So I will head back into the elevator, take another deep breath, take another load off, remove the crystal and put it in my clutch, and ask Andrea if they can hook me up with a ride over to, like, not them drive me, but get me a driver or someone to head over that direction.
Andrea actually has something for you when you get downstairs.
Oh.
There's a little gift bag and a dozen roses that all seem to be dying.
Ooh.
Interesting. Would these be...
Andrea absolutely does not get it. But
these would not necessarily be considered wild roses, would they?
Let's go with yes.
Okay, so what would that... Hold on. That's one of my, like, triggers. Folkloric blocks. What happens with that?
Basically, you just can't get near them. So when she goes to give them to you, you will... I'll give you an opportunity to roll your willpower to see how cool you keep against this, but it's going to be a difficult check.
I had aggravated willpower damage last game. Does that go away?
It's still there.
How much aggravated willpower did you have?
1.
We'll address that later, but yes, it's still there for now.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes.
Yes. So essentially what happens is you do the whole vampire hiss, jump back, move the fuck away from these things. It's very horror movie sort of like sort of thing. And Andrea just drops them because she's fucking terrified. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Can I get you something else? This is what Miss Sophia told me to get you. I'll move them.
And as that's happening, I'm like, that's probably when I'm fumbling to get the crystal in the clutch, and I drop the crystal, and I just grab the crystal, kind of look up and hiss one last time, and just scurry out the door.
Excellent. As you go out the door, one last weird thing happens. You look over to your left, and you're here before it happens. You're still a little bit amped up and your senses are a little bit more attuned. But this sculpture of the flower is definitely falling and then crashing to the ground.
Near me? Like, was I being targeted?
No, it doesn't look like it was targeted. It looks more like someone was like, get rid of it, and it got yeeted off the top of a roof. It doesn't look like they would have cared if it had hit someone. If that makes you feel any better. But it wasn't targeted at you. It was too far away from the door.
Yeah. It's just that look was me kind of reconceptualizing my interpretation of what that meant. That's the symbolism of it. Cool. Obviously I'll be fucking startled and might like walk a block away to try and find a car, since there's probably now big chunks of ice covering this sidewalk and street.
It doesn't take long, though. There are a few people who are a little freaked out by this. You're not the only one. There's people like across the street looking like, fuck. But you're able to get a ride. We're going to bounce back to Oscar. Oscar, roll me a rouse check.
Ooh.
I also text back, I'm on my way.
Success.
You're able to keep your hunger together, Oscar, but you've been sitting here for a while, it seems, and there's nothing happening. It seems like hours have gone by. You're getting close to the point where you know day sleep is probably coming. You don't know where day is, where you are. You just know that sleep time is happening.
Mhm.
And your phone's not giving you an accurate GPS. So it's wherever you were last is where it's going to use time from. Don't have reception. And then seemingly out of the shadows near this rat bone pile is a person standing there.
Do I recognize this person?
You don't. When you look at them, they have a dark robes on. It looks like a dark sort of robes you wear at a church, but it's hooded. Their face is obscure. You can tell this is someone who can use, obviously, powers of the shadow, much like La Sombra, if not La Sombra themselves. And they just stand there for a moment. And out of the sleeves comes a rat. And you just hear a voice go, "Are you hungry?"
Oh, you taking food orders now? That's the appetizer, right? Like, what are we gonna do? Why am I here?
"Are you hungry?"
Customer service representative. Is that all they told you to say? Am I hungry? Like, who are you first? Should we try that? I'm Oscar, and you are.
"I do not have a name. We no longer need those."
I'll call you Chet. How about that? So, Chet, how you doing? How's your day going? Is this your main function? You just come and give rats to the other, Airbnbs around this area, these little yurts you got going on?
It would seem that you aren't hungry. And then you see the animal climb back up the sleeve and seemingly disappear. You don't see like a lump or anything like that. It's just gone.
I
Have you
guess you
begun
get
your
my order
writing
next
yet?
time. Writing? I don't know what you're talking about.
And whatever is in this looks around the room and goes, "I don't understand."
You know what, Chet? That makes two of us.
"Do you wish to
I don't
die here?"
understand either. To die here? Chet, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
How can you not understand how you've gotten here? You were taken. You are to be one of those close to the Lord.
To serve what purpose?
To serve Cain's purpose, of course.
And Kane told you to come to me to have a rat come out your arm and check up on me. Is that right, Chet?
I am but a lowly disciple.
I see. Hold on. One moment, Chet. Excuse me. I walk over to the book and I pick up the quill and just wave it at him. Just like, I just need to write something down. Dip in the ink. And I write, and Cain sent his best disciple, Chet, to bring me a rat which came forth from his arm, asking if I was to die here.
And all of this goes onto the paper before disappearing seconds later.
See, Chet, I mean, if Cain wants me to write his words and you were a disciple of Cain, and it's Cain's actions that brought you to me, clearly Cain doesn't want that written in.
I feel sorry for you.
I'm not sure. I think I feel sorry for you, because if you were really a disciple of Cain, if Cain truly believed in you, wouldn't he want you in his book? If I'm going to be writing his words down.
How do you know if I'm not already in there?
First off, you don't have a name. I can look up Chet. I mean, it's going to take me a while. I'm not that familiar with Latin. It's been a while since I used it. It will take me a while to see if there's a proper translation for Chet. But do you want me to look?
This
What
person
is it that's going to
walks
get
up
me out of
towards you. They put a hand on your shoulder and they go, all you have to do is follow the rules. And then you can break them. And they step back, a few steps back to the shadow, and they're gone.
Nice chat, Chet. It's actually not that bad of a guy. He's just a little delusional, maybe. Maybe I'll try the rat. Maybe they can bring some cheese. I'll have like a nacho rat cheese. I don't know. Maybe a rat taco. I don't know. I sit back down on the cot.
Cool. Ari and Katura, are y'all doing anything? Are you just waiting?
I think after calling Serenity and texting earlier, I would have called Marie and said, and passed the word along that, like, hey, Arya and I need you and Sarah back. It's important.
Call it done.
And and I would tell them, like, give them a little bit of what's going on, but it's like, this is kind of all hands on deck at this point. And I have the information on what's his face, so
Yeah, they say they're on their way back then.
Okay.
Serenity, obviously you're the first to show back up to the bodega. It's going to take a little bit longer before Aurelio gets there, but not much longer at all.
What happened? Everyone okay? What I missed?
You notice that all of the gates and stuff on the bodega are down. The only thing that's opened up is the door.
What happened?
I think the second the two of them show up, Katura just goes on a fucking tirade. She's fucking furious. She's like, just like going like, and like every like
Aurelio's only maybe like
each
5 minutes behind Serenity showing up, so it's not very long.
In between, and like every few sentences, Katura's like, I'm gonna rip his fucking throat out. I'm gonna eat him.
Who?
Malcolm. I'm gonna fucking eat him.
Are we fast forwarding that plan?
Took
Okay.
Oscar. He took Oscar.
He what?
And I'll go through like literally everything that happened. We don't know. He could literally be anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
you all seem very close and know each other intimately in the sense of sharing some blood, the Vita, every now and then. Does anybody have anything of Oscar's that they might be able to try and like reverse engineer his powers to try and find him?
Is there still
Mm,
blood in that cup?
that was mine.
No, Oscar put some of his blood in a cup to give to
Oh.
Malcolm.
Oh, okay.
And I think I took some as well when I was working on the portal, but that was a while ago. I don't think I ingested
Would
it.
it didn't
That was like 2 days ago
Oh,
in game
whatever.
time. That was like
Longest night ever. I don't know what to tell you.
Still not fresh.
We really just need to keep one thing of somebody's on hand at all times. I leave for fucking 5
I
minutes.
mean, maybe there's something back at the house.
Probably,
Maybe
or
it.
like one of his hoodies, or something.
I mean,
Serenity, I want a headcanon that Serenity probably stole one of those at some point, but I don't want to shoehorn that in.
I would like to. Oh shit! Do I have this power? Hold on.
Ooh, tell me more.
I would like to use summon, and I would like to summon the kindred that was with the Salubri that was with Malcolm when we first met them, because I used my powers on them, and I can summon anyone that I've used these powers on. It's not like they don't like magically appear, but they feel compelled to come my way.
Roll your manipulation and presence.
Do you know if it works or not?
I will tell the group I might be able to call upon someone that can give us, possibly point us in a bit of the right direction.
Worth a shot.
I mean, we have nothing else to go on.
I'm assuming wherever they took him, it has no reception.
You're looking to beat a 3.
Well, if we're gonna go crushing heads, let me call Gabs to get some brass knuckles. Hold on.
Oh, you also need to make a rouse check.
Okay, cool. Let me do that first. Success.
Good on the rouse check.
I mean, there's
That's 3, but a defender takes ties on these, so.
Can I willpower?
You can blow that willpower. You got 3 of those you can reroll.
Yeah, big team, I believe, is ties go to the defender.
That is correct.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. You feel the call of the blood. You know what this does. You know this person is coming. Don't know how long it's going to take them. They are coming.
I concentrate for 5. I have to concentrate for 5 minutes and think of this person. So I'm just like, hold that thought, and I just go chill out and meditate for 5 minutes.
You say hold that thought, and then you just stare into nothing.
Yeah, it might take a while because on a win, the target hears the summon, but may not heed it. You get the vibe that they're coming. You don't know how fast they're gonna come.
So while I'm doing that for 5 minutes, like whatever else you all are doing goes on, and then I eventually kind of just pop back in, be like, okay.
I will say this.
I'm not sure when they'll pop up, but they'll be here.
And they'll come to you. It's not necessarily a place. They're coming to you because it's a draw of the blood.
Yes.
I'll have all of you roll me intelligence and awareness rolls.
Minus Oscar?
Minus Oscar. Sorry. Poor Oscar is
Intelligence and awareness, you said?
and awareness. Yep.
I would could
Oh my god,
How-
Serenity. God damn.
Three
so
tens.
what's an awareness?
Int and
Oh,
awareness.
Into
yeah.
awareness.
Also, Ari, you rolled intelligence and intelligence.
Oh, yep, that makes it different. Let me try again. Awareness.
Damn,
I crit,
Serenity.
I'm assuming.
You like really?
Yeah, that's
I
5
wanna-
successes.
I'm gonna reread this, but I would like to possibly use share the senses because I don't. I'm gonna read it to see if I need to see the person. I don't know that I need to see the person. If I'm able to use it, I'd like to kind of get a sense of like how far this person might be from us.
Okay.
Int and awareness.
Also, crits also get a weird table thing, don't they? Or no? Is that failures?
Only messy crits.
Only messy crits. Okay.
Ooh, messy. Well,
Yeah, no, mine's not a
Sort of.
messy crit. Okay, cool.
I'm
No
all
pain,
successes.
compulsions.
Wait, why am I so hungry?
Probably because we haven't eaten.
I would say
I would have fed myself.
scooch that to 1. Yeah, I would say you fed. On that note, anyway, that is still 5 successes. So let's see. Both you and Serenity have 5 successes. The thing that gets you here is you know that neither of you are like super duper great with technology, but Oscar is. And you know Oscar has a house with a lot of tech in it. If there's any way to track Oscar to Oscar, there has to be something maybe in that basement where the tinkering on the phones were happening. Has to be something there, maybe.
I will turn to the group and say, to the Batcave.
I love that you know what that is. I'm so thankful you know what that is. I know a couple other people will know what that is, but
I will stay very far away from everything. Don't worry.
well, do you? Okay. Yeah, we should probably explore the basement. Oh wait, isn't where the portal is? Oh no. Fuck. Well, we're gonna have to go down.
Yeah,
anyway.
we don't know about Oscar's super fancy house.
That house
Oh
has
no,
been
that one got
liquidated.
blown up. Yeah, that's right.
It's not
Yeah,
blown
we
up.
only-
It's just it got put on the market and emptied out.
We only know. Well, Serenity knows about one other place that Oscar
With the
has, but like the
hovel
rest of us
address.
only know. The rest of us only know about the house that we were just at.
And to
Yep.
be clear, that's the one we're talking about, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to go down there. Will whatever you're doing lead the person to Oscar's house?
It would lead them to me. So yes, if I'm there. But the house is probably
we're good
warded,
with killing
so.
this bitch as soon as we're done with her, right?
Ooh.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
boy.
Who is this again?
The who appeared to be the right hand lady? What question mark of the Malcolm dude?
Yeah, I don't know what relationship they have, what the hierarchy is, but they were the person that essentially
Oh, with the
Out of jail.
helped
Okay.
Malcolm
Yep.
out me. Yeah.
Yep. Yo.
That one.
Oh,
Uh,
I
but
don't mind
let's say-
killing
let's-
her if anyone
okay.
else minds. We just need to have
Well,
a trap.
let's-
I don't-
Let's wait until after this person allegedly may have had information that might either like cure me or help me find other people like me. So like after that, we can kill them.
Okay.
Didn't they say that they also had a blood curse or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So,
so
we might want to be
can't eat her.
careful.
Oh, we can't eat her.
Yeah. Aurelio.
I mean, I
I
would be
know.
the one that could take care of that.
Valid. I know it is kind of a sensitive subject, but if we are going to be trying to dismember somebody who has that particular affliction, what should we be careful of?
Oh. Well, you're a doctor, and I'm sure you've done lots of experimentations and trials in your time. This would be one of them. I do not know.
Ah,
That's
okay.
one of the reasons why I wanted to try and kind of
Figure it
get to
out.
know you a little bit better, to kind of help me figure this out.
All right then.
I definitely know that contact with it is not good. I just don't know how much like airborne.
Well, we don't need to breathe, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
Breathing's
I've been
optional.
hurt a couple of times, and as soon as it happened, I tried to get as far away from you all as possible.
I will say
And
it
you know
seemed like-
this, Aurelio. You don't want to get this. This is not a case where you'd want to get red on you.
Exactly. Right. So, like I said, contact with it, not great. Otherwise, I'd rather not chance it and just maybe experiment with, people we could afford to spare, kindred that we could afford to spare.
Good to know.
Cool. And so are y'all making your way to the house?
Mm-hmm.
Taking a cab and
No,
Uber,
we get a
Lyft,
bike.
sort of
We
thing.
drove.
back.
Well, we drove. Oh, does Oscar have the keys?
We take Katura's private jet to take a 14-minute jet ride.
I get in my plane
Kylie
and
Jenner.
I straight up leave the fucking city and never come back. If I'm getting on my plane, I'm leaving for real.
Leaving
I'm
on a
gonna
jet
go-
plane.
I'm gonna go get my man out of the wall and leave.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's no keys to Elvira.
He's gonna be pissed when that gets towed.
I'll just have it towed somewhere. We can have it towed back to the house, and then he can pay me back. Yeah, I'll just call I'll call a car to take us.
Sweet. Any conversation y'all want to have on the car before we go to break and stuff?
Question,
Uh,
storyteller.
Shoot.
Is there any kind, given that the house was set up for us, is there any kind of lab or lab-esque equipment at the house? Like, not a full lab, but
I think
Just
it was
some
just specifically
stuff.
set up for Katora because the ghost.
No, you guys never looked for rooms for you. You literally never did that, so you wouldn't
Oh.
know.
You wouldn't know yet, honestly.
Okay.
That's the truth of it.
I would like.
It is very odd though, because I don't know if this is shared with you by Aurelio, but Aurelio was able to find a lot of things that Aurelio might need for blood sorcery there, just randomly,
okay,
just there.
cool.
So
I
you
would
know.
not have shared that. At all.
exactly. So
We don't know.
something strange about this house.
Well, I don't think I would have had the chance because the only interaction that I had with someone was Ari trying to kill me, and then
That is true.
Going outside and interacting with Shade. So I haven't really interacted with anybody else. I think I fed from Serenity.
Yep,
But we haven't
I
had
got a cup of my blood, and I
talk.
was like, "You're gonna
I feel
go
like-
crazy if you don't." Here you go. Oh, I shouldn't.
I feel like you interacted with pretty much everyone in the house because you had interactions with Oscar. You had interactions. The only person you didn't talk to was Katura.
Katura was in a room the entire time. Was like,
Yes,
"Leave
I
me
meant, like,
alone."
we weren't like chilling and hanging out like after
Yeah,
slumber
it was
party where I
all
could have,
high
shared
tension
stuff.
sort of situations.
That's
we've
what I
only
meant.
had one. We've only had one slumber party, and that was all of us being drunk.
In the car, I would like to kind of check in with the three of them, kind of see what's been going on. I was otherwise indisposed this eve, catching up with a long overdue chat with my sire.
Oh, those are always interesting.
Mhm.
Oh, yep. You have the face. You have the face.
I think Katura also makes a face when Serenity says, "Yeah, those are always interesting." Katura's like, "I wouldn't fucking know. I don't know that motherfucker."
I wish I didn't know my motherfucker. Anyway,
So was it a good meeting?
Bad meeting? Do you
Ah.
need protection?
Oh, I think I have plenty of that. I don't think I need to worry about that.
Okay.
I mean, she's well connected. She knows that, you know, we're all hanging out.
Uh-huh. That's not a secret, I don't think, anymore.
Yeah, and I'll like specifically make eye contact with you, Serenity, as I say that. How are things with your folks?
Oh, I'm gonna kill Denal, but other than that, they're like
Like,
there's
no,
not even much of an anarch
Denal.
movement left. It's the easiest way to put it.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, that I'm not surprised to hear
No, I'm not
that. I
either.
actually thought that they would have withstood a lot more. They took down some. I mean, they didn't go without taking, you know, making some hits and taking some big swings. I mean, they allegedly,
Took out who?
you know, there may be a primogen or two that's no longer around.
I mean, I don't. Great. Sure. I do not give enough of a fuck about any of those people.
Are they staying in town, Serenity?
Oh no, I'm getting them the hell out of here. I figured it out.
All right.
So they're. So your answer is to run away?
When they're all missing limbs, yes. Currently, there is no what half of them are missing arms and legs. I'm pretty sure half of them will be dead in the next week.
You're doing what you need to do to make sure that everybody is like you don't have any more unnecessary losses. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just I swear to God, everyone's just like, oh, you have to do the fight thing. If no one's alive, what's the fucking point?
I think that's what they're counting on. You're making the right move here, because if they have no one to fight, then
no fighting needs to happen.
What's their purpose?
We're immortal. We have centuries. I don't see, like, as much as I can get pissed super easy, I don't see the point on any of this.
And if they're not around, then we can hopefully try and get some folks on our side to get rid of all this other shit, like whoever may have taken Oscar and whoever took you. Like, those are other things that are
important. Yeah,
pressing.
I need to figure out what to do about that also. Shit.
Alexa was there.
Who?
I will look over at Katura. Alexa
and you left
was
her alive?
I did. I'm having trouble reading her. I'm not sure. I don't think she's on our side, but I also don't think that she's on theirs. I think she may be operating either on her own or for another faction that may be trying to undo the power structure in play.
There are no kindred outside of this group that are on our side.
Fair.
So
enemy of my enemy is good enough for now.
my enemy is also my enemy. I don't trust anyone anymore.
I don't think
and the last thing I'm going to do is ally myself with somebody. He'll just backstab me later. I would tread cautiously.
Absolutely.
That was most tempting, though.
I'll be honest, I'm a little less worried about her than some other folks that were there. But I think I'm not surprised that there are some plays that were made tonight, because I have some plays of my own up my sleeve, and I I need to be careful because I think I might be giving things away.
Yeah, I would be careful, like I said. And, you know, people making plays right now when there's destabilization with the cam happens every time.
Exactly. I just want to go back to living my life, doing my performances, running my little cute little library, which I don't even know if I want to do that anymore. And I'll look at Ari and be like, "Don't worry, it's not going anywhere."
I'll take it. It's fine. I'll just give it to me.
Can I just go in the like mythology and how they exist section? I just want that section. That one's mine.
You all are approaching the house.
It's on fire.
No, no, nothing like that.
Do we have keys?
That's a great question. You don't. But
Great, we're gonna break into a white neighborhood. Great, this is a fun idea.
But hold on. You approach the house and, you know, there's the little basement windows. They have a slight bluish hue coming from them.
Oh fuck.
Oh, are you fucking joking?
And as you park, the door sort of creaks open. And that's where we're going to take a break.
I do not like this.
Come on, Oscar homing device.
So-
Oh my god.
I'll also look over to Couture. I was like, "Did you text Shade?"
Shade's probably already fucking here. I don't need to text. I genuinely don't need to ever text Shade because Shade just fucking knows all the time. Like
I know. I was about to pop
like,
my sentient
I feel like she'd be a good honing beacon.
She's probably here.
Period,
It's my Dea Shade Machina. Anyway.
God, that was so bad.
We're gonna be
I
back
know.
in
I
about
was thinking you
5
were
to
trying to
10
say.
minutes with so stay tuned, everybody. Running ads. There's giveaway again. We're gonna follow up on that. And we'll see y'all soon. Stay tuned. Oops. Sorry. There we go. Not ending.
was that? It is over here.
Shazam. We're back. Hello, everyone. We are back with more of this Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night shenanigan fuckery. So we do have a giveaway again. We're going to be rolling that shortly, but we're going to use the code portal. No, right? Patty.
Oh my god. You're the
Patty,
one who suggested
listen, this is that ADHD brain, y'all. What y'all want from me? I'm doing my best. I'm trying to juggle a bunch of stuff. I came up with the word. I forgot it as fast as I said it. That's how my brain works. This is why I can't remember NPC names.
Yeah, this is why I probably need to get checked. I love you.
So go ahead and do the entry. We're gonna draw at a dramatically appropriate moment. Anyway.
A dramatically petty moment.
I love you people so very much. I hope
You're all night, folks.
Y'all arrive at the house, Oscar's house, and there's again the blue light leaking from the basement. The door opens seemingly by itself. You don't see a person, but it is a... Go for it. Roll that beautiful Auspex footage.
I'll roll it while you continue. Sorry.
Yeah. Are y'all entering?
Cautiously.
You enter the house. It looks like the house.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, it's an open floor plan sort of thing. So you can see straight to the back part of the house and the kitchen, the stairwell leading down to the basement. And you definitely see the blue glow up the stairs.
Up this? Oh, coming from down. Up
Yeah, coming from downstairs.
Can I call for James? Joseph?
James, I believe was name.
Ghost.
Yes.
Okay.
The ghost is there. Aurelia, you definitely see the ghost there. And it's like, there's another one.
Another what?
Another Oscar.
What are they doing?
Well, I think. And as you listen for a second, you hear, holy shit, I fucking did it. I fucking knew it. I knew this shit.
Hey, did folks stop in the house, or did we go? Because I really would have wanted to go straight down to the basement. Is that where we all go down, or no?
I haven't gone down yet. I called.
I was about to just yell, Oscar!
I called.
Gotcha.
I think his name is Joseph. I'm having a hard time remembering right now.
I think it was
I called
Joseph.
I called for Joseph because I wanted to know what the fuck was going on before we did anything.
Yeah, which I would have waited for you to do that.
Yeah. Okay. And then I feel like as Joseph saying, there's another Oscar, and then the Oscar just starts shouting, and it's like, I never.
Look at all this cool shit. Oh my fucking god. What is in this drawer?
If I see them, do they look like the one that I prevented from coming through last time?
They do
Or a
not.
totally different one. God damn it. How
Long
many
hair
of
down,
you are they fucking
clean shaven. Looks kind of like hippie Oscar.
I literally just go, ugh.
Katura and Aurelio at the same time go, ugh. And then Katura sees this, and it's like, I think I'm just gonna, like, not out loud, but she's like, I'm gonna fucking eat him.
Hi.
Oscar.
Oh god, you're not shark bait.
Awe is on. I take my deep breath.
I was about to say I also turn Awe on, but then I realized that's a different character.
Hi.
Y'all must be the coterie. This coterie.
Huh?
Are you a Bruja in this timeline?
Me? Yes.
I'm in the right place. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
Oscar, shut the fuck up. What are you doing here?
Okay.
What are you doing here? What do you need? And how long are you going to be here?
Yeah.
Yo, bros, I need to save the world. Why else would we be traveling through like times and portals and shit? Does your Oscar like not want to save the world?
It's complicated.
It's more complicated than that, and it will probably involve ending your life if we're not careful.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This ain't the Avengers, honey.
Right. Like, what the?
Okay. What do you know about the end of the world?
That is a good point. That's
So,
we should
like-
probably just ask.
Several of the like portals that I like was able to get open were all like apocalyptic shit, like Kane had like taken over, or like some other vampire taken over, or there was one where Oscar took over that was really fucked up. And there was one that you took over where you made like the meat world. I don't know how better to call it than that.
Worlds.
Nice.
I don't think I want to know.
There was corporate couture world. I knew that was one.
That does not sound like me.
I mean, with great power comes great corruption. That's what I've heard. Wait, y'all got like infused blood bags or something? Because I could use another hit, and I'm kind of like,
An infused blood bag?
Nope.
yeah.
I think
Y'all don't do like, THC infused blood?
No.
How do y'all keep your edge?
Trauma.
I like hold up a hand. I'm like,
oh wait,
I will bitch kick you back through that fucking portal if you talk to me like that again.
Yo, bro, calm down.
I start walking towards him to beat his ass.
Jackson's like, yo, what the fuck, man? What the fuck?
I pull out my
and I just hide behind Ari. Like, no.
Yeah, I pull out my bullfighter moves and try and intercept.
Okay, Oscar, Portal Oscar. Are you Oscar?
Donor Oscar.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
duh.
good. Just want to make sure I'm not calling you the wrong name. I have a question.
I have an answer, probably, maybe not,
three
honestly.
for answers.
Can you tell where the Oscar is from this world? Ow, stop.
Sorry. I grabbed on too tight.
No, am I supposed to be able to?
Nah, I just figured it might be useful. And I get out of the way and look at Katura and I'm like, go ahead.
Yo,
I'm gonna fucking eat him.
do I gotta go back through the portal? Like, y'all are like fucking wild, man.
What are you said
Kane stole
Listen.
the other Oscar, and it's been a very long night.
Oh
So
shit, it's
unless you
already
can
happening
be-
here?
Yes. Can you be of use?
Of course I can be of use. I'm smart as fuck.
Great.
You are, Oscar.
What
How
do
good,
you
how good
know?
with technology are you?
Please do not make us drag every answer out of you. Talk.
Okay. So there's a bunch of timelines that are like collapsing and shit because, you know.
Yeah. We know that
That
part.
part
We
we
know that
understood.
Well,
part.
how the
Fast forward
fuck
a
am
little
I
bit.
supposed to know what you know already?
That is a fair point.
Most
We
of us
time
in this room
traveled.
are not.
How
from
about you
this
tell me what you
timeline.
know so I don't retread over the stuff that you already know?
Most of us are not from
Ari?
this timeline. I
Cool.
know that things, and I look over at Aurelio, things are slowly collapsing in on themselves. Up to this point.
You got it?
Yes. We are at the point where Oscar gets taken by some fucker claiming to work for Kane. The portals have started coming back
Oh, that
on.
fucker does work for Kane. Sure.
Oh, well, that's good to know. The portals have begun coming back on. There was a there was a citywide war. You're in Philadelphia, by the way. That took out most
Sweet.
of the anarchs. half
So
of the
much better than
camp,
Baltimore. Fuck, man. That place is a dump.
Oscar, don't interrupt.
half of the camp, most of the anarchs.
Jesus,
This
are
is
you this
where we
route
are.
everywhere? Fuck.
I'm going to. I start
Mom,
walking towards him.
Mama,
again.
Mama. I
What
put my arms
can
around
you
her,
tell
Mama.
us?
Okay, so like apparently like all the portals are just kind of like turning on. So I wouldn't be
Yep.
surprised if another Oscar comes through. If
I-
not, that probably means that the other timelines are kind of fucked and well, we're shit out of luck. So kind of got to fix this one so we can have branches and shit again. But like, if you've already lost your Oscar, am I supposed to be a replacement Oscar?
Oh. Couture.
That sucks.
The answer is absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Also, I hate to break it to you, sweetie. A lot of those timelines Oscars were eaten by this timeline's Oscar,
Yes.
Wait, what?
who is not our Oscar.
And then our
This
okay.
Oscar is Cannibal Oscar, if that makes a difference.
I
If
want
you
to take
have
a
heard
quick,
warning of that.
a quick look at my watch or my phone. What time is it?
Oh,
Is it before midnight?
strange thing when you look at your watch. The time is just flickering.
Okay. Well,
Oh, great. More
I'll just turn to the
time.
group and I'm like, I tried. I thought maybe this might be the fool that we need to sacrifice.
I mean,
Wait, what? What? Sacrifice me?
Okay.
You said you could be helpful, not really being all that helpful. So your time is limited, and so is our
You need to
patience.
find your other Oscar so I can help you find him.
That
Can
would
help.
be wonderful.
How much shit can you track tech shit?
Can I track what?
Technology shit. Like phones
b-
or
I
A
cannot
burner
believe you. Like,
phone,
that's the
cell
word.
phone, like
Okay,
Tech?
now this is my time to tell y'all to shut the fuck up and let me do my thing, okay? Give me an hour, a piece, and find me somebody who's really fucking high.
Oh, what I wouldn't give
Okay.
for Mel at this point.
well, we still have
I
his
have-
number.
no.
No, we
I'll just
don't?
let.
Absolutely not.
I'll be like, listen,
No, I'm
if you
saying no,
do
we're not
this,
inviting.
if you do this for us, I can guarantee you some like grade A, an excellent feed. I can get it to you myself.
I'm gonna need that before I finish doing this. Otherwise-
we'll figure something out for you. But this is just a little
Great.
treat, a reward
Excellent.
afterwards.
All right. And then buzz off, nerds,
Okay.
and keep the violent one away from me.
As soon as he's fucking finished. I say as soon as he's fucking finished.
I appreciate. I know, Mama. I know, Mama. It's okay. Let's go upstairs.
And if any of you try to stop me, I'll eat you too.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Not you. Or I should voice to Aurelio, not you.
I heard that. I hope you know. You're gonna have to work hard to come get me.
I said it loud enough for
Winch.
you to hear it. Do you call me a witch?
I called you a wench.
Okay, fuck it. We can get another Oscar. One of them is bound to come through this fucking portal.
I
Where's
will
my,
ready.
where's my character sheet?
I know. I was ready to just stick out my arm and be like, here,
Oh
I'll give you a high. Just eat me.
That is ice cold.
That was gonna be your reward.
I'm
about
just
to roll
I'm
a-
just gonna walk away and let them do what they're doing and see if there's any lab equipment down here.
I will actually go upstairs and look at the rooms because I know we didn't. do
There is
that
lab
before.
equipment down here as it stands.
Yeah, leave me
Yes.
alone with him.
I'm still in the basement. Like I can still hear you, but
I'm rummaging for more ritual supplies.
I think Serena's just like, okay, I am not.
Give me that Oscar's gonna be lost forever.
It's like that scene.
I hope you ain't
where,
like him.
It's like casually like looking through some like the fridge and the cabinets while there's like chaos happening behind them. Katura's destroying this man.
And this man is
I'm
just
just
like
like,
ducking around a table, messing around with cell phones and antennas and shit, and just dodging around Katura, like playing that game where people like go around the table, hands.
I'm really about to use unerring pursuit on him so he can never. I will always know where he is.
I'm
it's
picturing
like
this
a-
as
I'm a-
like
You can try. This Oscar has just as much experience as the other Oscar does.
So not
I
much.
like that.
Front row seats
So
to
none-
my
so
own
zero?
bullfighting ring right here.
He's like just like Trippy Stoner Oscar.
I feel like this is like competitive tag right now.
Oh no! Let me make it perfectly clear. Katura's not chasing him because at some point he's gonna have to be at those cell phones, and at some point she knows Oscar will let him know he's just gonna get hyper focused, and that's when she'll fucking strike.
Fucking Black
So-
Mamba over
You're playing
here.
on the ADHD brain. Okay.
Anyway.
You know the timeline.
Oscar does not fully engage into the work as long as Katura is here. I'll just put it like that. So this might take longer depending on Katura. When you get back upstairs, Aurelio, your clock says that it is about 4 a.m.
Oh, we gotta go to
Shit.
bed.
God damn!
This has been an eventful night.
I will pop back downstairs and kind of try and catch Katura's gaze. Resist the urge. I've learned my lesson. I will not use any powers. But I
Interfering.
will.
I mean,
Character growth.
You could try, but it's when she
Certainly
finds
try.
out, she's
You
already.
dead.
Here's where you weren't here
Does-
last week, so I'll tell you. Katura's at the point where she's literally about to start killing everybody who just gets in her fucking way.
Yeah, and I don't think we've had a conversation where I've apologized to you yet.
Nope. So if you did that to her again,
Yeah.
she's
So
done.
I'll try.
She's over people.
I'll come up and try and get your attention, kind of settle up next to you. I will reach out and try and either like touch your shoulder or touch your arm, and be like, we're running out of time. It's pretty close to daylight. If we're gonna get him to help us, he's gonna need to do it quickly. And he seems distracted as long as you're around.
Fine. But if he makes another misogynistic comment calling me a witch again, I will rip his fucking throat out.
Stop threatening my life.
And
God damn.
and motorboat my face in the blood.
Is this how y'all get around? Y'all just threaten people and hope for the best?
I'll use Daunt and say, get to fucking work, and I will guide motion to help Katura guide out of this place.
All of the Oscars just love to say shit when they shouldn't, don't they?
I'm about to turn like take a page from Oscar Omega's book. Every
You
Oscar
want
who
them
comes
in your
through, I'm
head, possibly in your head forever,
eat
though.
them.
That's the thing that's like,
I don't have to eat them all the way. I don't have to absorb their soul.
okay.
I can
that's
drain
fine.
them just enough and then chop their fucking heads off and put them on stakes like Vlad the Impaler.
Like Dracula, yeah.
I met him. He's
Yes,
dope.
I know. Yes,
What?
we all know this.
What, you met Dracula?
Yeah.
Bro,
Get
that's
to work.
dope.
Go to work.
Shut the
It
fuck
works.
You're
up.
not here.
I'm trying to work. If you keep talking to me, then I won't be able to work. And you're threatening me at the same time. This is not cool, man. This is why you need that weed. Like, clearly.
Yes.
Like, you need some chill.
We're
I let
going. We're
Aurelio-
going. We're going.
Maybe like a
we're
Xanax or something.
I'm gonna
Fuck.
rip his fucking head off.
I'm gonna hold him in place for you.
I'm
Let's just get
getting
upstairs.
tired of this threat. It's like, eventually you'll have to try it, and then you have to catch me, and I just don't think it
I
happens.
shut the door. I shut the door.
I go upstairs to the bedrooms and find mine. If one.
So, like, are you super science or something? Like, you know your shit?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yes.
You met
Wait,
Dracula?
you stayed down there? God damn it!
Of course I
I tried
did.
to get everybody out.
Oh, he's just like seems fine with Ari.
Okay.
Maybe because Ari hasn't threatened his life, like, overtly.
Him finding an
cool, that's
entire world that was meat was not enough of a threat, apparently.
So here's the thing, like, Oscars always use like the same signals and shit. They always use the same radio bands. Like, every single time you go to every timeline, there's like, let's hook this up with like the what do you call the blue shit that travels under the ground? The magic
lines?
shit. The ley lines. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Like, just like tune it with the ley lines and just amplify it, and then you just follow it. So like, Oscar I could probably track the other Oscar. Oh, yeah, I can do it.
That would be wonderful.
Do you have your like burner phone?
Uh-huh. Well, actually, no, do I have one? Or was that just, we know how that works?
It probably didn't give you one. Just didn't make sense. Like, why
I
don't
do
you?
not have one.
You don't have one? Like,
No.
why?
We haven't gotten the technology yet to get me one that won't short circuit.
Oh, you're one of those. Cool.
I am.
Oh, just so you know, that technology, it doesn't happen in any timeline that I've come across yet. It's just kind of like, it's in your blood. Sorry.
I'm
Oh no,
imagining
I've seen worlds where I can use technology.
Oh yeah, probably can use it, but like, is it gonna work forever?
Oh no. That's just something I have accepted, mostly.
among those comments, I don't know if Katura's like heightened senses is on, but between my sense the unseen and those heightened senses, I imagine that we kind of catch that comment and we just look at each other and I'm like, ugh. I open the door, toss my burner phone and shut it, then slam it back closed.
All Katura hears is this dude not fucking working.
Weird thing that you catch, Ari, when the phone gets tossed down there, this Oscar moves really fucking fast to grab it out of the sky. And then he's back at the table. For whatever that's worth.
I'm just going to ask outright. So where do your skills lie aside from technology-based endeavors?
Are you going to tell the one that's like trying to kill me? Because like, I need to have at least a few secrets. She's going to try to eat
I mean,
me.
that's fair. And I'm not going to say I will tell her, but let's be real. If you've dealt with us before, you know she probably can hear you.
Well, like, and he comes over close to you. He's like, I'm not super strong, but I can move pretty fast, and it's really hard to hurt me.
Noted.
You know, one of the things that I picked up was, get powers to protect yourself unless some crazy person tries to eat you, so like.
Yeah.
Turn your skin
Oh,
sun
man.
and such.
We should tell you about the Hadouken Oscar, because we saw. a
Oh, y'all
replay
met
of
the
that.
token Oscar too?
We didn't meet him. I saw a replay of that, and that was.
Oh,
quite
no,
fantastic.
I went through the portal and then I ended up in space. That was fucking trippy as shit because there was no Earth. So I was just floating and such. It took a while for me to find like a rock to bounce off of and then like bounce back. It hurt like a motherfucker. It's not a whole lot of protection to sun when you're out there. Like,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
took me a while to
I'm surprised
recover.
you left. Yeah, well done. That's exciting.
No, it wasn't. I thought space would be way cooler than that. But like when you turn, like you're frying instantly, lucky I, got powers from one of those gangrels.
That'll do it. And I'll just straight up ask, hey,
Oh,
can I
I'm
get a
done, by
couple
the
drops
way.
of your blood? Oh, thank you. Can I get a couple? I just want to look at it under the microphone. Nope. Microscope. I'm tired. It's been a long night.
I'm gonna go with no, but I appreciate you asking first because, like, I know a couple of you and some timelines would just be like, I'm gonna just pull your skin off your body and just see what happens.
And honestly, if you hadn't done that so quickly, that might have happened. But really, we're trying to find the other Oscar, and then, you know, you've been helpful.
We can
and I
probably track
appreciate
him, but
that.
I don't know if we'll get it done tonight.
Nope, it's late. It's time to go to sleep soon.
So what took him? The guy?
Yeah, his name's Malcolm. For if that rings
It's
any bells
Malcolm
for
in his
you.
timeline. They called him the
Yeah.
Black Knight in my timeline.
Yeah.
It's a little too on the nose for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we probably could follow, like, as long as he hasn't like ran out of battery power, we should be able to track him down.
Nah, he probably has like super special batteries or some shit. Knowing him, he's probably upgraded all his phones.
Smash cut to Oscar just like burning his
Playing
battery
Snake.
life, playing Candy Crush.
I was gonna say play Snake. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was gonna say Snake too, but I changed it to Candy Crush last second.
No, Snake makes way more sense.
Now I'm listening to my offline, non-sponsored Spotify.
Everything
Using up all that battery life.
You got all the downloaded songs. And so you do run out of time. Oscar does not actually stay. Thinks maybe his life is in danger here. So he's going to be like, look, if you want to take the phones and try to do this on your own, you can do it. I'm not going to stay here and wait for like the one to try to kill me.
Probably wise. We would appreciate the help, but I understand if you just, vanish. However, I also would point out that we've probably got a better chance of saving the universes together.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Being that like my world's kind of fucked. I kind of don't want to go back there. Probably have to just to like not fuck things too much up over here. But since y'all done like a body melt and shit, I don't know. Maybe it does work. Actual Oscar. You're starting to feel fucking weird, man. Like real fucking weird. Borderline high-ish. You also, other Oscars like, Oscar, the fuck is going on with you? Why are you staring at that like candle like that?
I swear it goes right every 5 seconds.
And you feel like the other Oscar is saying, he's like, no, it's definitely left. It's definitely left.
Bullshit. 50
we
bucks.
gotta get on the same page.
$50. It goes right every single time.
I think there's another one here. That's what the fuck this is. That
is that?
How's the portal open again?
You sure? Is this what it's like? You could taste their blood almost? Or
listen, I've had a lot of Oscars in my time.
No shit.
The way that was
And you start to get more and more in tune with yourself.
So this is what it feels like when another one of us feeds in this timeline.
Yeah, man.
That's good. Maybe they could
This Oscar likes to get fucked up.
I mean, honestly, that's how we kind of got here. So is that too different from us?
There's a moment of hesitation. It's like, you're not wrong.
We actually agree on something.
Fucking writing the book, though. Did you listen to what he said?
To
they
what
said,
end?
I don't know what. Follow the rules so you can break them.
You know that means become a disciple of Cain. And
It
then
doesn't
what
mean
then?
shit. It means do what they need to do, us to do, until we can get the fuck out of here. The longer we putz around and don't do what they need to do, the longer they're going to just leave us in here.
You know, I thought you were better than this, man.
Better
You
than
actually
saving
wanna
my own
follow?
skin? Fuck is wrong
What a
with you?
pre- Get on our own skin. There's a dude here just coming in and out. Chet fucking asking if we're hungry or not.
Okay. That obviously means they want to keep us around.
Yeah, so we don't necessarily have to write anything in the book. If they want
So
to keep
how
us
long
around,
do you want to stay here before forever? You just want to stay here eating,
hey, if they have another
rodents?
Oscar here, that means the coterie soon going to be coming. Doesn't have to be today, may not be tomorrow, but let's hold out for a little bit. I might word a write or two. They never gave us a page count. Never said how many words we had to fill in, so we take our time.
Hope you don't get this wrong.
Hey, if you sense other Oscar, things are only looking up for us.
Do you know how many idiotic versions of us exist?
One right now, because you're the one in my head, dude. Bro, you got played. But enough about that. We have to focus on survival. We can't. You said
Clearly,
I don't
you
have
have
any
no
energy.
focus on survival. You aren't doing anything.
I'm surviving right now, man.
Malcolm's gonna kill you.
You know Malcolm's a bitch just like I do.
Okay. Well, this is how I die. In my body, stuck in my own head, because I let an idiot version of myself take me over. Honestly, Priya would have been better off killing us both.
Hey man, Priya's the one that said you have no drive, no initiative, and you just want to follow what they want us to do.
She was talking about you, idiot.
I'm not so sure about that.
Fuck you.
Same to you, buddy. It's good to know that you're still there.
It's definitely moving left.
Fucking bet off. Come on, let's go. Step up.
I bet it's moving left, or I'm gonna take the body.
Don't do that. No.
And we can move on to the next scene.
Smack you. Okay.
Back in the house, this Oscar comes up. He's like, all right, so before I leave, because I don't want her to try to kill me, I'd rather actually get some sleep, and I still need to go get, lit a little bit. But this is an antenna. You can have it. You won't know what to do with it. But I can track Oscar with this. This is my, good faith effort to not have to accidentally kill one of your coterie mates because they are a murder hobo.
I'm not a murder hobo.
Could have fooled me.
I'm going to kill you. Have you seen me murder someone?
No, but I believe you would. I mean, with that attitude.
I'm a vampire, honey. All of us would kill somebody with just a little attitude.
Yeah, but there's levels to this shit, right?
I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm so convinced. Ooh, I'm not gonna kill you. And then
Please stop
stab
poking
me and
her.
torpor me.
Please just stop
And then I'm
poking her.
dead.
Sir,
Don't fall for
stop
it. Don't
poking
fall for
her. I'm
it.
gonna pop you in your
Don't fall
mouth.
for it.
Will you
Yeah,
see? Listen,
Aurelio's,
all of you do is just
holding her
threats.
turret up.
I'm sitting here holding an antenna to help you find your friends, and then you threaten me.
I'm quite literally trying to stop her from killing you, and the more you talk, the more she wants to.
Well,
so
then tell her to
take-
shut the fuck up.
I know better than to do that.
Sounds like you're a pussy.
Would you like your reward now?
I'm gonna roll strength and brawl.
No, Serenity would hold her hand up. No, Mama, I got this one.
Please don't break the antenna.
You can hit me while I'm holding this, and then you're fucked. So try it.
While
I don't want your reward. I can go get my own since you didn't bring me someone before. Fuck, man. Does everybody have to be such assholes? Like,
set it down now.
your yelling doesn't mean anything to me. Bruja, rah, rah, rah.
I start walking toward him. And I have celerity too, bitch.
And he walks towards you, actually holding this thing. He's like, okay, so what are you going to do? Can punch me? Is that how you solve all your problems? No, he's not going to let it go. You're going to have to break it to take it out of his hand.
No, I don't. I hold it and I kick him in the balls. While he's standing next to me.
Okay. Make that athletics and brawl roll.
And I will use prowess for this, because fuck this.
Or strength and brawl roll.
No, I'll rouse first.
Go for it. Y'all are murder homos.
He's gonna be alive. His dick won't.
Fuck.
I fail, but I do not give two shits.
I get ready to use a compel, and I see this, and I'm like, I feel that's pretty compelling. I'm gonna let it be.
Okay, I don't get any extra dice because prowess doesn't work like that, right? I just get extra successes.
You just get damage dice.
Yeah, but you can rouse your strength.
It's already at 5. I think I'll be fine. No, well, we'll be fine. It's fine. Serenity is just done, and she was trying to save him, but then he called her, and
I'll hold my compel.
I will re-roll that shit. And I get it has extra damage on so that's just a cane.
So you got a total of 3 successes.
And I'm hungrier, so I'm about this.
And you're hungrier.
Just a cane.
You land the hit. He doesn't even move out of the way, but he also doesn't even flinch. He just looks at you and he's like, seriously? Come on now. Like, that seems entirely uncalled for. And you didn't do anything. I'm not doing anything else you all ask me. Clearly, you don't know how to control your fucking anger.
Him again.
You can punch him again.
You know what? If nothing else, there's nothing I've got that I have. Cane, I have prowess, I have. What else do I got? Hold on.
This is our one time that we get to kill Oscar.
Hold on, I have all the way to Fist of
This is a very difficult Oscar to kill. So if you're convinced that this is the way to go.
Oh, she's not trying to kill him. She's just trying to get the thing and tell him to get the fuck out.
Katura meant when she said, I'm not going to kill you. And then she turned around and called Serenity a pussy, which it's like, what the fuck? First of all, pussies are strong. And clearly you've never
This
had
Oscar is not the most
yeah, which is why he's getting
cultured,
his ass
obviously.
beat.
You've been threatening him since he got here. What do you want from the guy?
The first thing I said to him was shut the fuck up, and then he got caught in attitude.
If you tell some random person you don't know, shut the fuck up, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be like, oh, thank you. I'm absolutely going to shut up the fuck for you. Please,
they will.
tell me more. Anyway, what are you doing?
Serenity's just mad.
Please tell me how mad you are. Show me.
seeing multiple attempts at this, I would like to use my compel. I didn't want to like overstep, but I feel like maybe a little help might be.
You can try. However,
Me?
these things are going to happen in order. So
Yeah.
Go for it. He's going to have a chance to respond, and then you can have a chance to compel. So make your roll.
Who are
I
you talking
take
to?
a breath.
You, Juice.
Okay.
It has been a very long night. And I understand that you are someone we have randomly just met and our attitudes are not exactly easy, but I need you to understand that everything is on the fucking line and I am pissed and I am sorry, but can we just have the fucking thing, please?
No. You hit me, and you want me to give you something for free now. No.
What do you want, asshole?
Again, there you go with the name calling stuff. Like, I really can't get you
called her
people.
a pussy.
Because she threatened me. What is with you people? You want me to be like, oh, bro,
She
call me what you
she
want to
didn't-
call me,
First of
punch
all,
me in the
she
face, and
didn't-
then be like, yo, I'm out. Like,
Oscar,
give me the thing.
She did not threaten you. She told you to stop poking the fucking bitch, is what she told you to do.
You called yourself a bitch. I didn't even call you anything
I
that bad.
called
That's
myself,
fucked up, man.
I called myself a bitch because I can call myself a bitch. You don't have permission to call anybody in this house a fucking pussy. Maybe if you had some, you would know how it felt and you know they were strong.
She
bitch.
also did threaten me. She said she was going to hit me. And she
After
tried to grab
you called her
something.
a pussy.
No. You're getting the timelines mixed up.
Yes. No, I'm
Anyway,
not.
I'm going to take this and leave now. I'll see
gonna
y'all
hit him with Touch of
tomorrow.
Oblivion.
After you've gotten... He's already gone.
Not. I compelled him.
I mean,
You can roll your compel, but Serenity didn't
She
move.
already-
He had a chance to respond to her not moving, and then your compel happened in that order. He left.
Mhm. I don't understand. So then I don't get to do compel?
You do not. He used celerity to get the fuck out of here.
There was a lot of responding in between there. I'm just going to say that.
Well, he was talking, but that was essentially supposed to be during Serenity's move, since she didn't actually use the action. Also, your compel wouldn't have worked.
With 9 successes?
With 9 successes, unfortunately. He has mind powers to block that shit. This Oscar is not our Oscar. He went all in on fortitude.
yeah. Unswayable.
That's why Serenity couldn't hurt him. He took no damage. He did get hungrier, though. Anyway, y'all are now
Sorry.
the 4 of you in a house. Empty. Well, Joseph peeps up. He's like, I don't think that was the best way to handle that situation.
I'm aware.
You can't hear him.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is a ghost. You can't hear or see him.
Oh, shit. Well, I thought I saw the ghost before.
Aurelio could. He can make himself corporeal to y'all, I mean, at least to hear him and see him, if he wants to. But Aurelio has already got Sense the Unseen up, so you can see and hear this.
Yeah, Aurelio just doesn't. Aurelio doesn't actually do this, but the first thing that came to mind, my like Juice's response was B. Arthur's Dorothy. Not now, Ma.
Honestly, Katura had the same reaction, like, not the time. It's like, listen, I don't give a shit if that wasn't the best way to do it. I don't have the time to kiss someone's fucking ass, especially when they come into this house acting all high and fucking mighty.
It's an
When
Oscar.
they let their world collapse. Not all Oscars are built the same. Just because their name is Oscar and they resemble our Oscar doesn't mean shit to me.
Okay, well, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do
No,
what you
you're not.
want, but let's try not threatening people who want to help you.
He wanted to help himself.
Okay, sure. But if it's to help you along the way, then why wouldn't you take that?
I
want to help myself, and you were nice to me.
Right. I don't trust that Oscar.
If I were you, I wouldn't trust any Oscar.
I trust my Oscar. Not Oscar Omega.
There's two Oscars living in one Oscar. You cannot trust Oscar.
And that Oscar that just left is about on par with Oscar Omega.
I didn't get that vibe.
Powerful,
okay.
Powerful, and entitled. And arrogant. Thinking that he can save the world. Really?
What do you... I'm sorry you're hurting.
Thank you.
He just fades away.
No, I think before he fades away, it's like, Joseph, I'm open to your criticism. I don't have to accept it, but I can hear it.
I want you all to be able to walk away from this. If you get help, you take the help.
There's no help without cost. And that's
everything has a cost, but what are you willing to pay?
Good question. I can admit my faults. I'm not perfect. And it's out of character. It's really funny because like everybody hears me, besides Aurelio, just hears me having this one fucking side conversation.
I mean, it's already assumes. Like you're talking to somebody, it's fine.
I'm talking to the couture in my head, obviously. Just kidding.
I would just like have like silently gesture to everyone else, just be like, just roll with it.
I just put my head on Ari's shoulder, like I'm sorry.
Give me one.
I didn't mean to escalate it. I'm so pissed.
Like, we all could have handled it better. It's done.
I was obstinate. I admit to that. I could have been a little bit more charming. But it's been a long fucking night. And quite frankly, I'm tired of people walking into my business, my home, any place, making demands of me.
Wait, what demand did he make?
Oh, you're gonna get me a treat before I do this. No, just fucking do it. You want to save the world so fucking bad.
I don't know if... Okay.
Again, Joseph, I'm listening to you. I admit, again, my attitude could have been better in that situation. So, I'm sorry for how I reacted. Even though I'm not, it's not your apology to accept, but.
I get where your anger comes from.
I feel like you're the only one who does.
I'm so
and you just
sorry.
felt like a little hand on your shoulder. And y'all kind of see this. Everyone. You see the clothes wrinkle a little bit, like a little weight to it. Get some rest. All of you, I think.
I have a thing I'd like to do.
I was just about to ask you guys stuff.
I do want to go upstairs, but I also want to find Oscar's room. if there are individual rooms set up here.
There is.
I'm assuming mine looks bruh.
It is made for you. If this was in your own house, it would not be surprising to you. It's almost uncomfortable how very much like you this is.
Mm-hmm. I go to Oscar's room.
Oscar's room is locked.
I reach in my pocket and I pull out this little shark plush keychain that she got for him in the in-between. And she hangs it on his door and she says, "Perdóname, hermano, te voy a llegar pronto. Te lo prometo. Todo va a salir bien. Yo no te vamos a dejar." And which means I'm sorry. Fuck. As soon as I say it, I forget it myself. Shit. Someone else who speaks Spanish, translate for me, please. I forgot the exact wording I just did. Oh my god, trying to translate it back is hard.
Basically, the gist of it was, we're not going to leave you behind.
And that I'm sorry I'm making it take longer, but we are going to find you, I promise. And she goes into her own room, lays in bed, and it's just like, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. It's going to be fine. We can do this. We can do this.
Sweet. Ari, Aurelia, anything?
Yeah, actually, I was going to talk to Fair, but she's disappeared. So I will go over to Aurelio. I'm guessing the lab is at least set up to some extent, and I'll be like, hey, I was hoping to run a couple of things while we're asleep. Can I get, and just hold up like a little vial of blood in like full length gloves? Like very, I don't know if you've ever watched Invader Zim, but Dr. Membrane with the white coat and then the gloves up to like above the shoulders, like I'm handling hazardous materials. Because I don't know what it does.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I would have also wanted to have a moment with Katura, but we can like flash back to that. While this is going on, I'll say, I hope. I know that my blood is dangerous. It almost destroyed this portal. I don't know if it is just always destructive on top of being a deadly disease. It's also corrosive. I don't know if that's something that I need to like make it do, or if it always is. So well, I don't know if it's going to actually survive in this vial.
That was going to be my first test, honestly. I was just going to take a little piece of wood and lop off a little piece of skin and take a couple pieces of like just various materials and see how long it takes to eat through them, if it does at all, without us doing anything. Have I gotten to read some of the memoirs and stuff from the library?
No, we never actually made it back because my memoirs and stuff are not in the library. They're in my personal apartment, and we never made it back there because Pancake.
Or blew up the bill.
Yes.
But if you have questions that you want to ask, I could like try and fill you in.
I'm more worried about you. We found this out in the worst possible way. And I'm asking to do experiments on part of you. What are your concerns? What is your limit on this?
I mean, I don't usually. Go ahead.
I was going to say, usually I would give you significantly more time to think about it, but apparently the world is ending.
Yeah,
So
I've had plenty of time to think about this. I just don't want to be the cause of another plague. It's contained within me. It seems to be amplifying. So I have those concerns. I've lost people very close to me, not because of me, but around the time where I was first exposed to this, everybody that was close to me also fell to it. And for some reason on me, it took differently. My sire mysteriously happened to not be around. So I wonder if she has more answers than she's letting on, but I don't even know that she knows that I have this. So I don't know what to suspect there. I am willing to do what it takes. I'd be devastated if it means that, any of you get hurt by it, but I trust that you know what you're doing.
yeah, I will be very careful then. And perhaps I won't let these run all night. I will do what I can in the next 10 minutes and then burn the rest of it, as leaving anything simmering for that long can cause problems on its own, and I don't know anything yet.
Yeah. So I'll do so. I don't know if there's like a barrier that we can use, or however this would work. But if there were to be a roll involved, I have a feature in one of my lore sheets that would allow a 2 dice bonus to anything related to this.
What are you trying to do now? Just get your blood into a vial?
I guess. I mean, the lore sheet that I have, if we are working towards any kind of a cure, whether it's temporary or permanent, if I give enough blood for a rouse check, then we can add 2 dice to that attempt.
Yeah, I would say make the roll. Just since we're going to count this as making progress towards a cure, I think that is this is a good place to start that journey, I suppose. Cool. So you make the rouse check. I'll have Ari do the roll for int and medicine, and you can take the 2 dice bonus. So pass along to the scientist.
Dope. Intelligence. 2 extra dice.
It's not a bestial failure, but
and I don't know. I feel like being fancy, so I'll just go ahead and willpower those 3 dice.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can toss more on it.
Damn. Still
7 successes with a crit. That's pretty damn good. There's no problem getting this blood into a vial. You can eventually start studying it. You see there's something wrong here, but if vampires had white blood cells, these white blood cells have basically made Aurelio immune. As the plague, is a carrier, but is immune to it.
Okay.
That might be the key to making the cure.
Okay.
And all it cost you was your beast telling you can just eat her. And you'll have all the answers. You can just take all the essence of her, and then you can do it yourself. You can figure out if you want to fix it or make it worse, and own the world if you want to. Imagine if you could control the plague and how it spread and who it spread to. Imagine all of the people we could puppeteer and make ours.
Ooh. At the mention of puppeteers, can I do something to confront my beast? Like,
Absolutely, you can
besides
always
just make
confront your
besides-
beast.
besides making like snarky comments, like mechanically, I feel like that would rouse something in me. Because I was already triggered by Malcolm mentioning this stuff and me realizing that, you know, I've actually had not realized, or already had not realized that they've kind of been puppeted this whole time, and is now trying to make strides against that. What kind of
Make a
role could I
willpower
make?
roll. Let's do a willpower roll.
What do I click?
Uh,
Just roll 6 dice.
just roll 6 dice, or whatever you've not used tonight. That's the willpower roll.
Oh shit! Yeah, so it's 5. Oops. Not great.
2 successes. Honestly, you're not super hungry, and you're able to push back on this. So, what do you say?
I don't need to eat anybody to get what I want. That's the difference between you and I.
One day you'll realize you and I are the same. But you win for now.
Thank you, Ari. I think this is a good starting point.
I wish we had more time.
I'm sure we will. Not tonight, though.
Cool. Y'all wanted to talk to Katura? We don't have a lot more time left, but if y'all want to cover something, feel free, because we're going to bounce over to Oscar before we leave.
I would say Ari probably goes downstairs and tries burning through a couple of tests with this. So I'll let it be your call.
Don't have a lot of
she
time,
comes up. So
yeah.
then Ari holds off on it till the next day.
I would have gone up before I went down with Ari. Katura, I would have gone up while you were finishing up your interaction with Joseph and be like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I do. This was lots of valid points here. Joseph has a point, and I'm not necessarily saying that to you only. I'm also saying that to myself, because I feel like I owe you an apology. I know, I mean, that fucking Oscar was a fucking asshole. That's like a given, right? Joseph has a point, right? Somebody shows up uninvited and gets talked at the way that we all treated them. We all pulled whatever stunts we could to try and get them to do whatever the fuck we wanted, when they're trying to celebrate doing something, accomplishing something that they've been probably working towards, and I ruined someone else's, another Oscar's like lifelong dream and work.
What is that jangling noise?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know y'all could hear that.
Yeah, it made me realize that there are other ways to do what we want besides being forceful. And even when we're trying to be helpful, like when I tried to compel you to stop you from destroying another vampire, I'm used to doing whatever it takes to get what I want. That's what I've been taught, and that's not right.
Thank you. I think we've all been taught that in one way or another. Unfortunately, I won't say it's a nature of being a vampire, but it is a nurture of being a vampire.
Yeah,
So
I wonder if the
do what it
difference is
takes.
partly like, do we care that we're doing it?
No,
You know what I
we
mean?
don't. We don't care. I'll say for myself, without getting into too many details, when I was alive, I lived a life that was not my own, and I got to make no decisions for myself. And when I died and became what I am now, I decided that the world was mine, so to speak. And that the things that I wanted, with consent of course, would also be mine. Because I never had anything for myself before.
Yeah. I am sure there's a lot more that's not being said there.
Plenty.
And I don't think it's my place to even try and ask you for an interview, because there are some things that don't need to be said or recorded. And consent is a funny thing. When I was still alive, I opted into this life. So I thought I was. Not so sure about that anymore.
Like many aspects of my life before now, I didn't opt into this. But I decided to make it mine.
You have to do what you got to do. I'm here to help you out. I apologize and will do better. And I think maybe we don't try and eat Oscar right away next time.
I'll do better too. Again, I think it was just the cherry on the shit fucking sundae.
Oh, just honest. when he came out spitting all that shit, I was ready to just like grab a wine glass, smash that shit, tear my arm open, and just spray it on him.
Right. Here's the thing. You call me a witch, you call me whatever you want. You do not call my kid a pussy. You don't call anybody a pussy.
And see, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like the intent behind it, right?
It's the intent. It's absolutely the intent, right? Because like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say what just popped into my fucking head. Listen, you know, gendered insults. Come on, it is 2022, and you come in and you call someone a fucking pussy. Do better. Like, what are you in fucking 6th grade?
I mean, mentally, probably.
I mean, yeah.
Like developmentally and like
between you and me,
insult wise.
Between you and me, total incel vibes. Just saying.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need to stoop to that level either.
Like, you could tell that, like, in his timeline, he absolutely has an OkCupid profile that, like, says he's a nice guy, and then he turns around and calls women bitches.
Oh boy, we did not.
And maybe that's why he got my blood boiling, because you can kind of just smell it coming off of him. And I don't need to breathe, but it's just a stank.
Yeah.
So
patchouli and bigotry.
When he comes back, if he comes back, I will shut my fucking mouth and I won't kill him right away.
You took out Prince, got knocked the fuck out by that one.
That's fucking funny.
It was. I'm dying over here.
Ooh, shit.
And that's how I feel about any man who calls somebody a pussy, to be honest.
I love you.
But I appreciate your apology. I understand why you did it, though I'd appreciate if you didn't do it again in the future. But yeah, you and I were good.
Can we have like a little, instead of like a secret handshake, can we like click stilettos?
Yeah, after we click stilettos, we click stilettos and then like bump hips together.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Excellent. And as that happens, we go back over to Oscar. Oscar, I suspect you're still just sitting, watching a candle, feeling this pull of another Oscar being in your timeline, and seemingly getting sort of fucked up. You're feeling a little bit of a blood resonance it's not like you're super high, but you can tell that something is trippy happening over on the other end. And go ahead.
How into his own faculties is Oscar right now versus like how
100%.
much is all right versus like how much is like that high, that sense of high coming in to Oscar?
It's more like you feel it on the outskirts of your person, like more of like a memory of being high than actually being high. And when it first came up, it was super intense, but now it's just more like the idea of. But you have all of yourself.
Mm. No, good. Go on. Keep setting the scene.
Cool. And you're sitting for a while. And as you sit there, you know, you've been periodically popping your electroception, more like like a reflex than anything else. You're not stretching it as far now, but, you know, just trying to get a vibe for things. It's weird because you've gotten a vibe of like understanding where there's like bugs and things of that nature. You're starting to really get in tune with nature because of this. Even you usually are just ignoring these sort of things because, you know, who cares? It's a bug, whatever. But now it's the only thing you sense, so you're more aware of them. And the weird part that happens next is that after sitting there and constantly feeling it, there's a moment where you feel the absence of everything around you after a while. And that's when you know you're being watched.
Is there any way that I could tell by whom I am being watched?
No, but you're a smart guy. You have a good idea who's watching you now.
It's that scrub, isn't it? In Oscar's mind, he's queuing up TLC. I don't want no scrubs.
Do you say anything?
No, he's playing this in his mind. He'll look at the same part of the wall in the cave where Chet came out.
I still can't get over the Chet thing.
I'd say you could just come out. You don't have to make this uncomfortable.
I figured eventually you'd notice that I was here. Took you long enough.
Say the same to you. Took you long enough to come and say hi. By the way, I love what you've done with the place here. It's very nice. No sunlight coming in, so I appreciate that. So this isn't torture. This is grunt work. What am I, an intern of Kane?
I wanted to torture you, then I would just do that.
Yes, but you don't understand what I am. You said abomination.
Indeed you are. But Kane does not want you eliminated, and therefore you live.
Interesting. Can I get that in writing? Oh, I have a paper. And I
believe you
here.
don't know how to write. from the looks of things.
I tried it. I was trying to understand this book at first. To the tome and this book, it seems like I'm not the only one to grace this lovely abode.
Indeed. Your friend who came to visit you, did I hear this correctly? You named them Chet. They're a former writer. They have ascended. You could ascend as well.
And lose my name and come in through the shadows and offer people trash pandas for food. And be very mysterious. And is this how everyone is here?
I do believe that you have the potential to be a little smarter than Chet, but you let your mouth get in the way.
I mean, it is my best quality.
It is not, unfortunately, for you. You do not have to end up here. You do realize this, yes?
I mean, there's no way out of here. I mean, if Chet's here, there's only one way to get out. I don't think anyone else has successfully made it out. And I have no idea where I'm at. So even if I did get out, I wouldn't know where to go.
Precisely. But you seemingly don't want to leave.
See, the definition of leaving is different. For me, leaving is going back to my coterie. That's those folks that you took me from.
That is not beyond our capabilities or your own.
But if you're saying I could become ascended, become like Chet, well, then your definition
I did not
of
say
me
that you would become like Chet.
Is a bit different.
You are making assumptions.
Am I not worthy to be part of your little group of friends?
Do you not remember what we offered you?
Storyteller, remind me again? Because I don't.
You were offered to be some of the first. To be close to him. You had a choice. You spit in my face as I offered you gifts, solved problems for you. You cursed me.
That was me. But
that is what I said. I said you.
I did not spit in your face. I did not need any help with any certain gifts. You blessed those upon my coterie. But I think Ari and Couture pretty much made it clear we're quite fine. We didn't need your help. You took it upon yourself to do that.
You don't understand. The choice is to live or to die.
As well as the choice of taking your help or not, which we declined.
That is the same thing. And that is why you don't understand. I am aware that this is beyond your ken, beyond your rudimentary level of understanding. But do know, Mr. Oscar de Leon Ponce, that you are not irreplaceable.
No, you said Kane wants me alive.
I did. But you don't know what for.
Neither do you.
And that's where you're wrong. Oscar, he goes to grab you. Do you want to move?
Yeah.
Dex Athletics.
I'm gonna rouse. I'm on 4 hunger.
Probably shouldn't have
But
turned down that trash panda.
But I have nothing in athletics.
Oof. You gotta beat 4.
Gotta be 4.
Gotta beat 4.
All right, I'll rouse because I have 3 in Dex. Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Well, before you do that, you're gonna have to make a frenzy check to not just go at this fool. Because Oscar Omega is screaming at you, and the limbs are starting to itch a little bit, and Oscar might be taking a little bit of control here.
All right, resist frenzy. Here we go.
Oh yeah, you did good. You did good.
All right, but I don't get the.
You still need to. No, you get your dice. You even though you failed.
Athletics plus Dex plus 2.
That is 4 successes. That is good enough. And you see this man. You've seen him before. Black skin, bald head, black on black suit. And it's almost like a shadow is reaching out to you, and you dodge it. And the shadow just sort of like falls, almost like a pool of ink just falls over to where you were, and it's just there. You move out of the way, it falls, and it's gone. And you hear a voice that says, next time, the hand that reaches out for you will be one that you cannot resist.
Next time, that hand better be with consent.
And you see a person in the room that looks like a giant from another timeline, smaller, but unmistakably Kane. And this hand you cannot move out from. And you are shunted to somewhere else. And that is where we're going to end this session.
Wait, Kane legit just showed up?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure I understood that correctly. Oh.
That is correct.
Oscar was alive, Ponce.
This is that
Oscar
moment where
the
you know that
Hillary
meme goes,
Ponce now.
and you go, you know you done fucked up, right?
Oh, that's this whole that's Oscar this whole
Like,
season.
like this is that. Like, it is absolutely that.
That's Oscar this whole season.
Oscar, you know you done fucked up Ponce.
Yeah.
So I know we ran a little long, so we're going to wrap this up real quick. First off, thank you to Roll20, part of their ambassador program. You can find out all the Vampire the Masquerade content that they have available on roll20.net. Thank you for Odd Duck Dice and shit, I forget the name that's on there. Fuck. I know it's Ventru1399, but it's Emmy Walsh. Follow them on Twitter. And then for the giveaway, congrats to Maelstrom, the Maelstrom Mine, for winning the giveaway. I hope you enjoy those dice. They're pretty dope looking. I've seen them. They're pretty as fuck. And that's that. Let's tell people who we are, where they can find us, and we'll find someone to rate. Going back around the table, reverse order, Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can find me at IvyM277 on Twitter IVM_57 on TikTok. I have an Amazon and a Ko-fi, which I need to update because my birthday's coming up. So that's the thing. If you want to donate shit, what else? Nerd54 when I stream as I so goddamn please, and I think that's everything. You can find me around GTRPG Space for Charities usually and stuff.
Juice.
I'm Juice, no pronouns, just Juice. And you can find me here on VTM on Saturdays, playing Arde Valentin, he, him, she, her. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at TheJuiceTM.
Amazing. Lonzo.
Hey, how we doing? I am Lonzo Gonzo. Pronouns he, him, played Oscar Leon Ponce. You can find me on Twitter at Lonzo Gonzo. You can find me on Twitch at Lonzo Gonzo_, where I stream every once in a while. Currently been streaming Baldur's Gate 3. You can also catch me next Friday over at Gen Con's Twitch channel, streaming some Magic the Gathering for them, 8:30 p.m. till 10 p.m. over at the channel. So be sure to follow Gen Con and check me out there. And also, if you want some coffee, go to grindingcoffee.com or grindingco and put in code LonzoGonzo, 10% off of your coffee order. And I get a little bit of that cash back my way too. So yeah.
They have bomb ass coffee too. Do the thing. Next up is Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I've been Katura Baptiste, soon to be Oscar Slayer. You can you can follow me on Twitter at Fairbear. I do things, and that's where you'll know what I'm doing when I'm doing them.
Liz.
I am Liz, Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to try and find me. Mostly I'm here on Saturdays and lately on TikTok, where I've just been doing random shit and recaps of the show. That's about it.
And I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. You can find me around the internet as Dimples and Dice, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz, except Facebook, because fuck that place. Things that I'll be up to. Next week, I will be at Gen Con. So if you're going to be attending Gen Con, I'll be around. Hit me up. Stuff's happening. I'll be doing things. I'll be at panels. I'll be watching stuff. I'll be hanging out in the BIPOC room. So hang out. Come see me.
Which is, that's...
What's that?
Oh. I was gonna say, if that's not obvious enough, we're not gonna be running next week.
Yes, we will not be here next week. But tomorrow, make sure you come catch me over on Wayward Revelry. That is 11 a.m. Eastern time at Dimples and Dice. That's on my channel. We'll be running that, and then we'll also be off for next week on that. I have stuff that just came up, new stuff, Fables, now in future. That's over on Carrying Comfort Studios channel. Both YouTube and on Twitch, so you can watch it at either place. Hunter the Reckoning, we'll have an episode this coming week. And Waffles Maple Syrup for a game. There's a bunch of stuff. Follow me on Twitter. There's more stuff. North by Northwest with Fair and some other wonderful trash goblins who absolutely made my life difficult and fun and hilarious and awful at the same time. So just be prepared. That's coming.
If you think this crew right here is chaos, just wait till you hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that. I'm just saying.
We're actually mild chaos in other groups.
In comparison to that crew, absolutely.
They
turned that shit up to 11.
Crew, we were, even I have to admit, it was a lot.
That just means we gotta step up, folks. We gotta step up.
All right, so we're gonna call it a night there. We're gonna probably rate Pleasantly Twisted unless she is going offline. I think she's still good. And we will see y'all 2 weeks. Peace.